whatever we do, change is coming. It's coming with the implosion of our Imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
Oh, and I should probably unmute the microphone. Welcome back to another episode of GRIFTCAST IRL, the show where we get money out of your pockets so might talk about the news. Yay! Yay! Anyways, what's up? Welcome back to the best worst show on the internet. I'm your host, Manny. Nice to meet you. You can call me Manuel. That's the way I say it, so that's the way that you're supposed to say it. Don't try to correct me on how I say my name. It's my name. I know how to say it, or whatever. Anyways, how you guys doing? Pretty good. Another fine day here in the Griftopolis, over here in Grift Nation, where we be grifting hard. You know, this is where the cloud chasing goblins live, the scum sucking leeches. I'm trying to like pull back all the stuff, you know, the notorious internet provocateurs, the PR firms that are paid to promote people. That's what we do, right? We're doing good. We're doing good. And I'm glad that you guys are basically doing good too. Although I definitely switched that to the wrong screen. There we go. Now we're on the right screen. So anyways, what's going on to folks? As always, we got to check in on where the people are at. See who did anything when we were gone. And we actually had some folks that did some shit while we were gone. We had a subscriber or two. Some dude named the Chuck03 was a subscriber. Welcome to Chuck03. That was about 11 hours ago, though, so that was a long time ago. And then we had somebody named Will C. Will C. Welcome, Will C. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing very well. Doing very well. And welcome to the show. We do some weird shit here at the GriftCast IRL, where we're IRL in the grift every day of the grift week. Everything that we do is all 100% about the grift every single time, all the time. It's just a grift time. It's the grift time. Yeah, actually, no, I guess I'm a grifter, right? You know, we're all grifters out here in this world of grifting. Some people try to tell me that they aren't grifters or whatever, but honestly, I don't believe them anymore. I don't believe them anymore. You know why I don't believe them anymore? It's because they're all full of shit. That's why. And you know what? I think after the many years of me being on this internet here and hanging with all these people and meeting them and shit, I have earned the ability to say that some of these fools are just completely and utterly full of crap. But it's always fun. It's always fun to, like, you know, look into how this full of crap situation even started off and make fun of it, dude. And what we're here to do is grift for life, right? Like, we're grifting for life, grifting for love, whatever. Somebody just said that in the chat. But as always, we got to say what's up to our people. How's it going, Russell Dufresne? Nice to see you, my friend. And I'm glad that you liked the thumbnail. I thought we did pretty good with that one. I thought it was straight to the point. Hot dog down hallway. Good evening, Mr. Pepperidge. Is that Lenny the Pep himself? I don't know. And kudos to anybody that might have gotten that reference. How's it going to Monkey Savant? You're right. It is time to get our grift on. The grift time is here. So, you know, please send money. Whenever you guys start sending it, that's when the grift begins, okay? And what's up to Brian Findley? Nice to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing very well this afternoon or morning. I mean, technically to me, it's considered morning or whatever because I just got up or whatever, but that's fine. Christina Carr, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you over there. What is going on to the Susu? How are you, my Susu? And yes, I am a man in a well. That's the joke. I am a man. Instead of being in a box, I am in a well. Hello to Cedar Cask, also something that possibly could be found in the bottom of a well. How are you doing today? And yes, we will be doing the Grift Hard here today. What's up, Change Up 5555? Nice to see ya. Hopefully you're doing well here. What is up, Brenda? Nice to see that you only subscribe to the name, which is Griffcast. Yeah, I know the Griffcast is a great name. Patent pending or whatever. Nobody could ever take it from us because we're just going to constantly be the number ones. And then we also got Grifting is Life. Grifting is Love from Morton. Hello to Morton. Hopefully you're doing well today, sir. And I mean, that's some pretty good shout-outs in the chat right there. I figured we would say what's up to the folks. And how's it going to Gene? He's wearing red and black today. You know, you told me you had a bunch of colors, but all I've seen is red, white, and black.
There's also blue.
Oh yeah, green.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't have a green one. I do need to get a green one. But I've got two different red colors and two different white colors. And then the blue is very dark and looks like black. But they're two different colors.
Oh, okay.
I'll order green just for you. My next one I'll make sure is green.
Well, you need a green one for money because the Griffcast is about money. So
but you realize the problem with green is going to look like I'm just a floating head.
Oh, that's right, because you have the green screen. I forgot. And we got $2 through Super Chat through Monkey so far.
Hey, thank
the
you,
grift
Monkey,
that keeps
Monkey.
on grifting. That's right. That's GriftCast IRL in a nutshell or whatever. So thank you. Echo, echo, echo. Who's echoing?
I don't know. Where do you hear echo? Is it me? Is it Defango? All right, talk for a little. I'm going to turn the stream on.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo.
All right.
That's the first
actually on my end.
That's actually a first. I don't hear any echo. Here, let me try to see if I can switch an audio thing first. All right, wait a minute. Is Gene echoing now?
Gene is talking.
Gene has echo. What up, Grifter Bros? I don't know. I had to fix some audio shit, so it's probably me. So I'm gonna just take accountability for that.
I'll check my settings.
Wait, everybody's saying yes now. What are they saying yes now to? Gene has echo.
Mute your browser. I don't have a browser open for this, guys.
Nobody has I'm the only one that has a browser open.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Let me make sure. I have so many windows.
How does Gene have echo? I don't even hear
I'm going to mute for a little bit, and then see if there's still.
I don't even hear anything. Double the griff half the time with echo. Is it coming? It's got to be coming from me if it's Gene only echoing, because I can't hear him echoing.
Okay. Did that change anything?
Is that fixed now, everybody in the chat? Beware of the beef.
Maybe. Still there. Okay. Let's see.
Talk real quick, G.
Talk.
It's like my voice meter is like. Talk again.
Talk.
Dude, I don't know how many audio sources Gene has, you guys. I wish I knew, but I don't.
24.
I barely have any. It's echoing through the speakers. I don't hear any. Beep beep beep. Not me.
Okay, let me try a test. I'm going to not talk, but I'm going to play a video and see if you guys hear an echo on the video. Let me just pull up some random video real quick.
Beep 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 beep. I hear Brittany Benny.
You do. Does she have echo?
So I didn't want to cancel tonight. If you take a look at King in the Chat Laughing Dog, he sent me a bunch of donations saying for me to take the night off. And as much as I maybe would have any other day.
Did you guys hear an echo on Brittany or not? Yes. Video was also echoing. Okay. Well, it's not my mic then.
I'm on OBS. But I have my desktop audio set to the same thing it's always been set. Doot, 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 doot. Put it on a wireless game. What am I doing with my mind? Stop your playing on YouTube, they say, but like I have no idea. Like I don't even hear the echo.
I don't think it's a browser window because then you'd hear echoing from both of us. Not just me.
Yeah, like, and I have my audio sources set up to default voice meter output, and then Artist Pro wireless gain for my audio output. So, like, they shouldn't even be hearing that. Let me change it to chat. How about now? Is it still echoing? Is it echoing now? You got to talk, Gene.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Ooh, did that do it?
Did that do it? Something's different?
Yes. Speakers are all off on my end, guys. And if the echo was coming through my mic, it wouldn't have as long of a delay. It would sound more like a reverb. Echo's gone. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that seemed to have done it. Whatever.
Yeah, well, I had to change my audio source to something that I haven't used before, which is Artist Pro Chat. I usually have it on the game always, but for whatever reason, it's doubling, so I'm just going to leave it on that. I'm just going to that. See, I told you it was me. I had to, when I removed the NVIDIA voice or whatever, my audio got fucked up. So there's something that's probably what it is. See, he's got a huge mixer.
There's my audio.
Yeah, that's too much.
There's very little actually getting used right now.
I know you got 1, 2, 3 channels maybe that you're using.
It's one channel, dude. It's just the microphone that's actually that I'm talking on. Nothing else is playing. If something's playing, it's gonna take up another channel. But
yeah, it's just weird. Like I have it set so that my hardware out's game, and I had it before on OBS or on Restream that it was set to game as well, and it was fine. But I just had to switch it to the chat one, which is fine. It just makes it so I can hear you a little better. That's it. It uses the lower power speakers.
You can see this is the mix that I've got for you. So you're coming in on channel 5 and 6, even though you're probably mono. But so you're getting back all the rest of my channels, but not yourself. So that way you don't hear yourself.
Yeah, I'm not an audio engineer, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That just looks like a bunch of sliders.
Well, it kind of is a bunch of sliders, but it also has noise gates and
I would be the guy,
some other stuff on there.
I would be the guy at the show where it'd be like, all right, so which is the one to turn it down? And which is the one to turn it up? Now, can you put something on there that says don't turn it up past this point?
Yes, I think we use gaffer tape for that.
Yeah, they put some gaffer tape down, and then I go where the gaffer tape is, and then I take a little plastic block and I stick it there like a Lego, and then I tape it down again so nobody can. So like, it ain't going.
And then this is the matrix for what connection goes to what.
You go to festivals, you should be an audio engineer. I mean, Super Tall Paul tried to teach me about audio engineering, but that rat's nest of cables he was using, I don't think anybody would ever understand that, because he's like, it's going from here to here, and then it's going to go through here, and then I got it piping into my iPad, and then it comes out of the iPad and goes into this.
Exactly. Yeah, well, that's what this routing screen is. This is basically a virtual patch bay.
Yeah, that's you're talking Spanish. I mean, I've stood behind this thing at a festival, like next to the audio engineer, while we're smoking weed, and he's running the set or whatever. But like, do I know what he was doing? No. Did it look like magic? Yes.
Audio is fun. Anyway, well, I'm glad we got that fixed. Anybody curious? I'm running the audio that I'm showing you here is a Motu ultralight AVB device.
Whatever that is.
It's a
sounds expensive
device.
It sounds expensive.
Well, you can't really get them anymore. I mean, they're going like used on eBay for more than they used to be new.
Exactly. Sounds expensive.
Fun time.
You sound expensive.
Well, I've been on Twitter all morning. What have you been up to?
Well, I woke up and we got what's it called? Egg and ham burrito. That was nice. And I was hanging out with Lunchy outside for a bit. She's hanging out with the boys. Oh, and then I was watching Shane Cashman's interview on some channel, and they mentioned me.
Really? I haven't seen that.
Or anyone?
I have no idea.
Okay. So
Manuel DeFango.
Yeah,
what does it say, Gina?
That's right.
So let's see if it even comes up here, because
I think it's probably
who is this guy?
Somewhere.
Manuel.
Okay, so it's deleted, or
he's
deplatformed, because I sent the thread to Bryson because he was talking about Eliza on Twitter, and I said, hey, this is what I've found. But now so the first tweet.
Holy shit. Somebody just dropped in a super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Break for super chats. Brian Finley, $5. Who does anyone have a whole way of getting a hold of the quartering? I'm a bit worried as he deleted his live stream last night and hasn't posted anything today.
I thought he did post something today.
I thought he was already.
Yeah, I thought he did because he definitely deleted the live stream last night. That was pretty obvious.
He privated it, didn't he? No, he privated it, didn't he?
I thought he deleted it.
Well, I mean, if he deleted it,
I suspect it was his wife that hit the delete button, though.
Yeah, because she was like, I don't want to fucking see you
it's
on
like,
here
dude,
with all these sexy
the last
bitches.
thing yeah, exactly. This is not going in the right direction.
Yeah, he was on there with like 40 chicks.
But yeah, I know he's tweeted today for sure. I saw at least one of his tweets that I replied to.
Real quick, we'll check for proof of life on the
But yeah, I mean, I used to just like reach out to Tim to contact him, so I don't have his email direct or anything.
Oh, really? You just reach out? Did you just say Tim?
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, you have Tim's phone number?
No. Tim was pretty good about answering direct messages.
Oh.
Yeah. But I don't think Jeremy gives out his contact info.
Yeah, you know what? This is not the real the quartering. Why is
not the what?
Why is his shit not coming up on Twitter?
Whose shit?
The quartering.
What do you mean? He just had a tweet this morning.
No, but maybe I'm spelling it wrong or something like that.
All right, let me get on Twitter. I just got off Twitter. I was hoping to not have to get back on it.
You were hoping that you were going to have 40 tabs open like I do every day?
I know, right?
My boy! Yeah, wait a minute.
Dude, I ran out of 64 gigs of RAM yesterday when we were doing all that shit. That's crazy.
I don't even use 30. I have 32, and I'm always at 16, and I have a bajillion tabs open.
Yeah,
Yesterday was so bad, though, because my shit was fucked, man. Like, I was at 50 on NVIDIA voice, and everything was peaking at 70, and nothing was working. Like, today, everything seems all right, though. Like, but still. Okay, he's up. See, look, 8 minutes ago, he tweeted, you guys, so he's alive.
Quartering right there, 9 minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah, well. In late 2019, Tim Pool raised $1.2 million for a decentralized news network. I forgot. Subverse, was it? Whatever happened to that?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the one that he had a huge blow up with somebody who he allegedly stole their cat, right? That's who it was. If everybody...
Was it? Did he steal a cat?
That?
I thought his girlfriend stole a cat or something.
No, it was that he stole a cat. Like that time that Tim Pool stole a cat. Like, I'm pretty sure if I just type Tim Pool stole cat, there's probably going to be some. Oh, well, that's not exactly. He spelled stole. There was like a big event that had happened, and it was Rocco Castorio and the rest of the crew that was talking about it. Look, there's nothing even in here anymore about it. Where's all the cats stole? Oh, here we go.
Tim Pool's 34 and I have no family. Because my
YouTube star Tim Pool news site collapses amid allegation he took cat hostage. My boy Will Summer. What are you doing right now?
Huh? Oh, I'm just looking at the new tweets.
What the fuck are you looking at?
You made me open Twitter. This is a Twitter, dude. I mean, what am I looking at?
Yeah, well, Twitter. I'm like over here talking about some shit, and you're just like
scrolling ass,
hose.
Motherfucking ass, Beanie Man, thing. Bald bitch Pool is at it again, folks. YouTube star Tim Pool's news site collapsed.
A low-pitched voice.
Hey, bro, don't be misgendering people over here. That's a Cyberman.
So this demon has a very low-pitched voice. Jesus.
Allegations that he took a cat hostage. Let's go, folks. All is not well in the burgeoning media empire of YouTube.
Anyways, hopefully they linked the article, the Daily Beast. Here it is. See? March 12th, 2021, just maybe weeks after the Ian Crossland videos with Eliza Blue that we saw yesterday. Tim Pool's Subverse site collapsed because Rocco Castorio and Emily absconded, I believe, with a lot of money. And basically, like, just took it from Tim Pool. And then they accused him of stealing their cat.
So they took money instead of a cat?
Yeah, they took the money. And then Tim Pool just got the cat. Yeah, they just got the cat. Yeah, basically.
I mean,
so it says in May 2019, Pool, Molly, and third co-founder, aka Rocco Castorio, who for some reason Will left off the article for some reason. But oh wait, no, he's right there. Pool brought in Rocco Castorio, former editor-in-chief, who once journeyed to Guatemala to meet cybersecurity baron John McAfee, the guy that I also interviewed.
Yeah, what's the point in that, dude? I had drinks with John like 2 months before he died.
Yeah, really? Well, you didn't interview him though? Why not?
No, I'm not a news person. No, I'm more of a
just want to have him on your. You didn't want to have him on your podcast?
Not really. I mean,
he was a crazy fuck.
He was a crazy fuck. He is definitely missed
by some folks. Let's see. What does this say right here?
I bought him a White Russian.
Traveled the country. You bought him a White Russian? Why White? Was that his favorite drink?
No, it's my favorite drink.
Look at this. Molly put her cat in care of Ian Crossland, one of
course,
the co-hosts of Pool's podcast. Crossland eventually joined the rotating cast of Pool's associates living in the Maryland mansion that Pool had purchased in 2020.
Maryland mansion, I get it.
Yeah, bringing the cat with him. So it's Ian Crossland that brought the cat in. It's Ian Crossland.
It sounds like Ian Crossland stole the cat.
Yeah, Ian Crossland was the
one
that
Ian
stole
Crossland
the cat.
was screwing Eliza.
And he was screwing Eliza.
And he's just always just you notice every time Ian talks, he just like shifts the conversation to what was that stuff? The carbon crap, the carbonite or whatever the thing he's into.
I don't know. Graphene. He's always talking about graphene.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
carbonite,
right.
Graphene. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah, graphene. Well, I mean, he was.
I don't think anybody actually stole a cat. It sounds more like these people left their cat with Ian, and then they never came back to get their cat, and then they accused Ian of stealing they accused Tim of stealing their cat.
I'd have to say that Ian's got a pussy problem.
He does have a pussy problem.
So
if you leave a pet with somebody and then you're gone long enough that person moves to a different state, are they really stealing your pet, or did you abandon your pet?
It seems like he abandoned his pet. They abandoned their pet.
Well, I'm at this point not really a big fan of Tim or Ian, but in this particular instance, it sounds like the cat was abandoned. Betsy the cat.
Yeah, Betsy the cat and the footage of a riot seem to be at the center of whatever was happening with Tim Pool back in the day, but it is kind of nice. It is kind of nice, dude. All right, so back to the clip that this came forward.
Or anyone?
I have no idea.
Okay, so
Manuel DeFango.
Yeah,
what does it say,
That's
Gina?
right.
So let's see if it even comes up.
Who
here,
is this chick?
Because
who are these people?
Archived somewhere.
Okay, so it's deleted, or
'Cause
he's.
It's funny that like Nathan from Lift the Veil clipped this an hour ago, but if you go into the comments, you can see that I commented on this 3 hours ago. Isn't that funny?
Have you thought about changing your name to be spelled Manuel?
No, it's.
Or sorry, Manuel. Not it. No. It is spelled Manuel, but have you thought about changing it to Manuel? Because a lot of people seem to be pronouncing it Manuel.
Yeah, so most people say Manuel, but I correct them to Manuel.
It should be Manuel.
Yeah, but it should say Manuel, but I just say it Manuel, and then I correct them when they say it wrong. I'm like, yeah, you're saying Manuel, but that's the wrong way of saying it. It's Manuel.
Yeah. I always hear like they're saying it like manual, like a shop manual.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking book that you read to learn how to do something.
Yeah. Like fix cars or put up drywall.
Yeah. Put up drywall or like fix your computer. That's
Clean
not me.
house.
I'm good at reading manuals to do stuff. Like that's the first thing that I do.
Oh, I suck at reading manuals, dude.
You know, that's the first.
Horrible.
I open it up. I scan through it, see if there's anything fucking crazy that I haven't seen in a manual before that I need to follow. If I don't see it, I look at all of the pages and I set it down. Oh,
somebody complimented your drywall work right below that tweet.
What drywall?
Right below that comment. Guy says, I've seen your work. You did very well.
Oh, yeah? Thanks, man. I guess. I mean, I don't do manual labor. I don't do manual labor.
Actually, that is hilarious. You should use that.
I do use that.
Manuel labor?
I told her I tell that to Sherry all the time. Like, my name's Manuel Chavez, not Manuel Labor. And they're just like,
oh my God. Oh, you're making me laugh so hard.
Yeah, look at this right here. So this podcast is called I'm Doing Great. I'm Doing Great.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another episode.
I've never heard of this podcast with Gina Bontempo. And Mike Lerner.
Lerner.
Who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I've never heard of these people either. They've got 10,000 followers.
What the fuck? Look at all my notifications. What the hell?
What
Kinds of people following me on Instagram again?
That's Instagram? I didn't even know what you're looking at. I don't have that.
I haven't even looked at Instagram in a long time. But
okay. So you're giving me shit for looking at Twitter while you're sitting here looking at your Instagram. Okay.
Well, I was just trying to figure out who this person was because I clicked on the Instagram button.
Yeah.
They got videos and stuff. It seems like they've been around. I feel like I've seen this chick someplace before, but I can't. Like
the generic Asian looking chick?
Yeah.
The reason why people hate fat people is because people hate black people.
You would rather see black people die disproportionately from obesity-related diseases just so you can look good on TikTok. That's evil. Just so you can get some followers and you can get a lot of white liberals with white guilt to praise you and glorify you and pat you on the back. And they turn around and say that we hate black people. Like, we're the only ones who are willing to help people of color who are obese. You would rather sit there and watch them die just so you can pat yourself on the back and say that you're anti-racist, so you can virtue signal. Like, I can't think of anything more depraved than that. I actually want to see obese people. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care where you're from. I don't want to see you suffer from obesity. And even more than that, having high rates of obesity like we do in our country affects our society in very serious ways. Yeah, we should not.
Whoa. Tight. All right, let's see what the guy has to say.
They're all shorts, dude.
Don't fat post. God, the First Amendment is so gay. Free speech is so gay.
I can't answer if you keep screaming at me. Do you want me to answer your question?
I'm waiting.
Okay, this is what we need to do with freaking abortion people, okay? Don't fat post. Don't fat post. Don't fat post. God, the First Amendment is so
fed.
Yes, not funny. All
right, cool. So the I'm Doing Great podcast with 22,000 subscribers. That's quite a bit, dude.
Yeah, what the hell? Come on, people. Let's sub some more for this
Nick
podcast.
Fuentes on. They had Nick Fuentes on, of all people.
Oh, wow.
And their most recent view was Shade Cashman, which is, I guess, where this little gem came from.
So it's some kind of a white nationalist podcast, apparently.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. They're like really weird.
Sounds like
Fed posting and shit. Oh, they have Instagrams. The Mike Alex, GM Florio. They got merch and stuff. I mean, you know, obviously I can. Oh, the fair use thing up over here. So.
Or he's deplatformed because I sent the thread to Bryson because he was talking about Eliza.
Justin, if you want your check and you need a W-9, please email hr@grifcast.com and we'll get you set up.
On Twitter, and I said, hey, this is what I found. But now so the first tweet, it says, oh, finally got blocked by the lying grifter Eliza Blue. In honor of this, we will fully debunk her lie of being a sex trafficking survivor with her own words.
And that's the thread. That's
the start of the thread. Okay. But when I click on it, it's just replies to the thread.
Gotcha.
So it's either been
So in the aftermath of that thread happened, and I think it took like a week or two for people to start picking up on it.
Okay.
Started going viral. There's a lot of bigger people with like channels that
do
this kind of like the YouTube drama thing.
Oh, sure, like the quartering and things like
all
that.
Those people.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a big role in this drama.
Does it look like somebody punched him in the eye right there?
It does. It does.
Like, does it look like fucking Eliza knocked it?
Just replies to the thread.
Gotcha.
So it's either been.
Like, look at him right here. Like, dude, what is going on? Is that his wife? Like, it seems like he's got very weird skin complexion, right? So, like, it's pretty clear to see that he's got some sort of, sunburn.
You know, he
might
have been trafficked, and he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, I think he got trafficked by Eliza, and he just hasn't figured it out yet that she was fucking using him.
Yeah. Give him a decade, and then he'll realize in 10 years that he was being trafficked.
He was trafficked wearing that tiger t-shirt, dude. He had tiger's blood and he got trafficked.
Yeah.
Anyone could get trafficked.
In the aftermath of that thread happened, and I think it took like a week or two for people to start picking up on it.
It was a
Started
fucking
going
month.
viral. There's a lot
No, that's not
But
what happened.
there's
Shane.
no reason for him to actually reach out to the person that started the thread. Is there?
He didn't even know who it was.
Zero.
They had to fucking tell him.
Zero.
Let's just go back to see that one more time.
It was very negative. I understood because when you come out with these accusations with no proof yet, like the lawsuit was just happening, so she couldn't even talk about it. So if we
Is
ask
this regarding
questions,
Tate or the kid on Twitter? Okay, got you.
Yeah, sorry.
It's Tate or the kid on Twitter.
IRL for Tate, no proof yet.
I'm the kid
that
on
we could
Twitter.
hear,
Right.
That she probably knows.
Right.
So I understand everyone's reluctance to just be like, yeah, we believe you. But the negative.
Yeah,
hate
because
was
you're
just
fucking lying bitch. So no.
Unbelievable. I never
Lying
saw
bitch,
the whole
we ain't gonna
chat turn
believe
against
you.
someone
Really?
to that degree. It was absolutely negative. And me, I'm like, I've met her a bunch. I met her once, and we talked a bunch.
Whoops.
And one private conversation we had kind of went against what everyone started.
I met her a bunch. No, he said the right thing the first time.
It was absolutely negative. And
Truth
me,
wants
I'm
to
like,
come out.
I've met her a bunch. I met her once, and we talked a bunch. And one private conversation we had kind of went against what everyone started saying. The narrative started being she's a grifter. This is before the threads you're talking about. She's in it for fame. Look how she dresses. Look at her makeup. All these things. In my head, I'm like,
I'm going to look her up.
I had a private conversation with her and Ye on group chat.
Okay.
Because when I'm with Ye, he's talking about human trafficking. And I'm saying to him, if you are running for president, be a really good thing to talk about because no one's really talking about it. So Eliza's the one, of course. I'm like, she's the biggest advocate I know of. So I got her permission to share her contact with him. We had a
Biggest
group
advocate
chat.
he knows.
And the first thing she said
Biggest
is,
one.
I don't do publicity stunts. I don't want money. I just want to get the word out there.
Really?
So I'm like, she's told that to one of the most popular people on the planet in private. That showed me
pause
like,
it for a
I'm
sec.
not going to believe all this
So
like talk about
is
fame.
Shane so stupid or just pretending to be so stupid that he wouldn't understand that part of the grift is saying the opposite of what you're actually doing? It's the same grift that most media use, the same grift that almost all politicians use on both sides of the aisle, frankly. You don't come out and say what it is you're trying to achieve. You say things like, oh, well, I don't get involved in drama. I don't like drama. And who's saying that? The person that is making bajillions off the drama the very moment he's saying that. It's not the guy who actually wants to avoid drama, because that person wouldn't be saying negative comments like that. They would just be avoiding drama. So
Entirely.
It's the fact that Shane just thinks this is, she's telling the truth. She's so honest when she says, oh, I don't want to be involved in having this kind of promotion with Ye, is ridiculous. Either he's an idiot or he's playing one on TV.
I think he's playing one on TV and in real life.
Fame and grift just yet. Then the thread came out.
Okay.
Then the accusations came out.
Then the thread came out, and then the accusations came out. She blocked me. I made a thread. I put out receipts and evidence and such, and spoke to her trafficking other people. And everybody fucking ignored that. Fine, whatever. I'm a bitch and nobody likes me. Cool. Please send me money, though.
Out. And then I started having questions. I'm like, maybe this is all fake. I don't know. I am skeptical of everything. The thread kind of, like you said, pulled apart her whole timeline. She said on multiple podcasts she's been trafficked twice. So once at a younger age, once at an older age.
Yes, but in the podcast, she had 3 different fucking events that had happened with 3 separate people, naming 3 separate stories that happened in 3 separate occasions, which now all of a sudden is just 2 separate occasions, and none of them are the same as the story that you got. So now we have 5 different fucking stories that we're actually having to go through, something that you don't seem to understand.
They started compiling these dates and videos, things that didn't seem like she was upset in, and it kind of blew up the whole narrative.
Okay, a couple of questions, and sorry to interject.
No, it's
okay.
okay.
So who did the thread?
I can find it right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he might have been
I don't
banned by
know.
now. I forget his name.
I think he might have been banned by
The
now.
dude who, I mean, does he have any relation to Tate or anyone?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have
So
no idea.
Manuel.
And then that's where we start
Defango.
the thing.
What is it?
So he never contacted me, never reached out to me, doesn't know my name, just believes whatever he believes on his side of things. So a real journalist would have been like, oh, like, I don't know, Brutal Brittany or any of the other journalists that reached out to me first, since it was my thread, they wanted to get my story before, you know, they removed me from it or whatever. You realize that this is the operation that happens time and time again in any type of journalistic endeavor, no matter what you're looking at. But to see Shane Cashman so clearly be like, yeah, he probably got banned, but I don't know who he is, or I don't know his name. So they have to look it up.
Irrelevant.
And, like, pull it up. It's just irrelevant to him, right? Like, that doesn't seem like something that you should ask or he should be looking into, right? You know, not important. Not important. Cool.
Trafficked, you know? And then there's also, you know, kids who are on social media that get these messages from groomers, like, and then they end up being trafficked, and there are situations of kids who are sold. Like, there's a lot of different.
That's the definition that I immediately identify with.
That's
is like selling
Eliza,
kids.
if you ask Eliza, she will like rattle off the federal definition, which is I'm not going to get it right, but it's like force, fraud, coercion into the sale of sex.
The federal definition,
but it's a big umbrella because like all those things, and then slave labor could be in that too, and like those horrible mines, and I think South America, maybe South Africa, I forget. But
no, that's totally not the case.
Definition. That was one of the things that was picked apart when this
rattles off the UN
viral.
definition, which is the only one that makes her look like she was trafficked. The U.S. definition does not make her look like she was trafficked.
Not at all.
So she's very selective about what definition she rattles off.
Yeah, because she wants to make it seem like she was trafficked and she wasn't a prostitute and was just selling herself. And it's just kind of sad at this point that, you know, like, this is where this guy wanted to go with this credibility, because instead of getting the actual story, he just decided to, like, you know, only talk to one half of the situation, you know, the half that's completely ingrained in his entire organization. No, they've never gone outside of their org once. And did he interview the quartering? Did he interview Brittany Venti? Or was that just floofa? You know?
Yeah. No, it's exactly the flufla. That's totally what it was.
I just got you to say flufla. I just made that word up, dog.
That's a real word. I'm glad that you are aware of that real word, flufla. You know, you have a very broad vocabulary, it turns out, after all.
Right.
And people are getting banned. Now is like all out war. We're going to destroy her, right? Twitter was going hard. And people were finding old clips. And the one that was popular was the Michael Malice clip, where she seems to define trafficking as if it's catfishing. She clumsily describes her being trafficked as if, this is how it sounds, someone took her picture and made a fake profile, and that's all it was.
Oh, so they trafficked her image.
That's
maybe.
not. Now I know that's not what she meant.
Okay.
And she's not the best at describing this.
I was just going to interject and say, I think unfortunately, Eliza is not the most articulate speaker.
Yeah.
And I think that works against her.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes, unfortunately, she's not the most articulate speaker, and it works against her. I mean, what happens when you meet a person that specifically articulates words in an incorrect fashion in order to elicit a response?
I know I spent 3 days with her and her.
Then who's the big idiot?
Just a bunch of flufla.
Yes, that is definitely a bunch of flufla and mishigash. What the fuck is this?
Mishigash, by the way, is Yiddish for crazy.
I knew. Oh, I actually did know that. What are you looking at Brittany Venti's tweets right now? Oh, no, you're looking at
Farron Fawcett had a link to the UN definition. Farron Fawcett has a whole bunch of definition links here. I'm trying to find it.
Oh my god! Yeah, where's she been out? I haven't seen her on the circuit.
Fawcett?
I do, but you know, I got her phone
I think
number
she's
too, but she
trying to
hasn't
not
hit
be
me up.
drunk and make videos anymore.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen her on the circuit in a while. Haven't seen her in the chat. You know, that whole crew's gone, bro. But that's okay.
I like this. This is good. I like that.
Yeah.
Freedom first. 20 days since Brittany Venti was locked out of her Twitter. And unlike Jeremy, who deleted that tweet, she has no intention of deleting it.
Exactly. She's just going to wait.
I'm sorry. Unlike Jeremy, who pretends that somebody else deleted the tweet when it was really somebody on his team. It was him. So he could say it's not him.
He's like, yeah, can you delete that tweet so I could LARP and say that I didn't have it deleted? Thanks.
The
no
day
problem,
before
Jeremy.
he
That's
got
King
back
Drift
on
shit.
Twitter. Yeah,
he was saying he was going to delete it.
He was thinking about it. He's like, should I delete it? I don't know. I mean, Brittany still hasn't. I don't know, guys. I could be selling a lot of coffee right now. And then the next day, magically, it's deleted by itself. Look at that.
And then he's selling coffee.
Mm-hmm. King
Trafficking
Grift.
coffee on Threads, baby. King Grift of the stars right there.
Oh, is this it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the one. I think I found it. So this is, it's literally these two paragraphs, but this tells the difference between prostitution and trafficking.
Are you going to read them to the people?
Wow, I was wondering how your voice was. Do you want me to? I can read it.
Yeah, go for it.
Kim is 16 years old, poor, in and out of school, no job, and wants to help her family survive. After her mother lost her job, their family is left in terrible debt. A man her friend told her about says he can get her a job as a live-in housekeeper in another city for a few months. She gets in the man's truck and is transported across the Texas border into Mexico, where she does not speak Mexican, and is sold into a brothel where she's forced to have sex with 10 to 15 men every single night. Her virginity is sold for $20. She has no money and no way to get home. Michelle is 26 years old. Good guess. Also poor, was once married at 17 and has 5 children. After her husband left the family, it was up to Michelle to provide for herself and her children. Without an education or job opportunity, she reluctantly goes into the city and starts to prostitute herself at a bar. She sends the small amounts she receives to her mother, who is raising her children. It's not the life she would have chosen for herself, but she does not see it any other way. Kim and Michelle are both affected by poverty and social exploitation. Both have been given few choices and opportunities in life, but one is a willing participant in the sex industry, and the other is a victim of human trafficking. So that's the bottom line, and it's pretty obvious where, even just looking at the story that Cashman put together, it's pretty obvious where Eliza fits into this.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Except that she didn't have a bunch of kids and wasn't sending money into anybody. She had a drug habit and needed to make thousands of dollars to support that drug habit.
Mm-hmm.
Because she quit her job at Chanel in order to be a prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Or a stripper.
Well, no, she became a stripper, but that led to her prostitution.
And that led to her prostitution.
And then what was the name of the girl that she tried to recruit?
God, what was her name? It was Carly Wenzel.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. So she liked apparently doing it so much. She was making such good money that she wanted to help other girls.
Yeah, she was recruiting.
By recruiting them. Yeah.
But she wasn't recruiting them for a pimp. She was recruiting them for their own operation or her own operation, which is...
So she wanted to be a pimp, exactly.
Yeah, which is completely different than, what Cash is trying to say. Oh, no, it's an operation. It's a media op to destroy Eliza.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's rolling over on Tim. No, that's not what happened. This is just regular people asking questions and then seeing how the censorship and everything is still rising up in a way that nobody even thought was possible under Musk. That's what people care about.
So you think if we play a clip of the Pimp's Ball from Chappelle with no sound, that would still get flagged?
Probably. Well, is it on YouTube?
Right.
Is it from YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Send me the link.
Well, it's not from YouTube, but it's on YouTube, obviously.
Put it in the private chat.
All right.
I'll show you.
I'll do that.
We'll see. This is where I'll show you where I look.
Okay. Well, hold on. I didn't have it queued up. I was just asking, but let me find it real quick here.
What, you didn't have it queued up? Dog. All right, cool.
No, because I assumed it wouldn't be kosher, so,
It depends on what channel it's from and if it's got the bullshit on the bottom. If it doesn't have the bullshit on the bottom, usually it's it might be okay.
All right. I got the link. Let me put it in the private chat here for you. There you go.
Chappelle Show. Oh, Comedy Central. Check mark. Verified. Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. It doesn't have anything down here, but it's fucking Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you talking about? This one right here?
But the whole clip is about the
you like a
Pimp
born
ball.
hater, you know, like myself.
Have
man.
you not seen this?
I've seen this.
Hate, man. I mean, I'm mad. I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's like.
Why you got 3 cars? You got why you got all that? Playing this shit's played out. Play a haters ball. Yeah, I remember that shit, dude.
That was a fun
If
one.
it's ever a verified YouTube channel, just don't do it. Like
don't do it.
Don't do
All
it.
right.
You know, better safe than sorry. Because they'll hit us for like, if it's like less than 30 seconds, they won't hit you, but they'll probably take the monetization away from it, which is okay. But anything else outside of that will fucking. So
if you want us to be able to play clips like that, we need some money coming in, guys, because they're stealing our monetization rate as we speak.
Yeah, they're just stealing it right now as we speak. And
we
understand fair use.
Ads nonstop right now.
And then we don't even
and they're
know.
stealing it.
They're just taking all of it.
No.
They're just taking every little bit of it, and there's not anything you can do about it.
No,
trying to make sense of it.
So
all,
we need
you
we need your help, guys.
Yeah, please send money now.
Because so we talked about when I was.
We can't grift unless you guys are the griftees. You know, that's how this works.
It seemed very easy then. Then this happened, and then I'm like kind of in the shadows, not wanting to tell anybody. I'm still working on it because I'm like watching that, and I don't really like working under stress like that. Yeah. So I fly out.
Like
I make the plan to fly out in like Illinois.
Who does?
It's like on the border of Illinois and Iowa, and middle of nowhere. This is just a week ago, and I'm just gonna hang out with her. I'm gonna get her story, staying with her parents. I'm gonna talk to them about it. What turned into like, well, I was supposed to do like an interview. It turned into like an interrogation because now I'm taking all these questions, and I'm have to ask her the most horrible things I've ever asked anybody.
Right.
Because
that's the most horrible things you've asked anybody.
And he didn't ask a single one of those horrible questions.
Yeah, we don't see any of that in his article, so I'm calling no cap on that one. Oh, I asked the most horrible questions. Really? You did? Because it seems like you were just like having a conversation,
softballing it the whole time.
Yeah, the most softball, loose dick conversation I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he thought he was being hard, though. Okay.
Expose an elaborate lie, and it's a whole crazy grift, or I'm going to make her relive the worst trauma someone could go through, you know? And I'm like struggling with that because it's both of those options suck.
You're struggling with that, dude? That's weird. How come I wasn't struggling with that? Am I a piece of shit, or am I on a mission from God?
Well, you're not a professional reporter like he is. See, professional reporters constantly struggle about having to ask hard questions.
And not asking them at all, and then just claiming they did.
And then not asking them. Yeah, no.
Right. But one of those would end with vindication, though.
For sure. And it seemed like I've just been kind of like surfing God's hand into controversies. It was whether it was Carrie Lake.
He's been surfing God's hand into controversies. No, Shane.
He's a God surfer.
You've been surfing Tim Pool's hands, where he's been telling you that you need to go interview Ye and all these other people because you follow what you're due because you're a follower. You've never listened to a higher power. I can see plainly in your entire life. Because if you did, you would have taken all of that ill feeling that you had, and then you would have realized that you were sitting next to the devil, and your body was telling you that you needed to move. Like all those feelings that he's claiming that he has, you know, he's just applying it to the wrong thing because he's not surfing God's hand. He's surfing something else.
At the exact moment when the controversy is happening.
Right.
Why are you gay? Like, African interview.
That challenge was exciting. While I'm on the plane, announced me by name going to see her.
Oh no.
He's getting attacked hard by the guilt by association thing.
Right.
It wasn't guilt by association. He was getting attacked because he didn't stand up for censorship because of the association. It wasn't just guilt by association.
I don't think Shane was getting attacked at all because all we kept thinking was, man, I hope it's not just a softball interview. Hopefully he does his job.
Yeah, he didn't do his job, so now he's getting shit talked.
Well, now he's getting attacked because he should.
Well, I mean, he's getting attacked by people, but I mean, they ain't no PR bots or anything. Those are just people. Little bitch.
No.
Bitch. He doesn't even understand what the controversy is. He thinks
now,
it's
make
about
sure you all
Eliza.
use the hashtag GriftCast whenever you tweet to Shane or anybody else.
Yeah, just hit Griffcast because we want him to know that we are aware of him. And he didn't reach out to us.
Oh, yeah.
And he could have.
We're
He didn't
definitely
even
aware
know.
of him.
We have the proof that he didn't even know who he was. Either that or he was sandbagging hard on this interview because you little punk ass. And I can respect that, but still.
Right.
he doesn't typically talk about any of this drama. So, yeah, he did the Crowder Daily Wire thing.
Yeah.
Boring. It's whatever. I got a lot of things we could talk about all those people, but I know you guys do too. But typically he doesn't. He did do the one video reaction to Kriegler, so he doesn't not have a history of talking about drama. But typically, like the Jack Murphy thing, remember that whole story?
Yeah, he didn't talk about that.
He covers the news.
That's
so
it,
it's kind of hard for him to stay away from that sort of
People
stuff.
have seen him talk about certain things, but they're typically very personal. Just because someone's a guest doesn't mean you have to. If you set that standard, you're just going to always do it because everyone on the internet is an asshole.
Yeah.
So, and I respect him for that. I don't like talking about that stuff either. I'd rather keep things personal. So I think we were under some crazy stress. At that point, it's probably been 4 or 5 days of just the most insane attacks. The worst things said about us. I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, this is what they're going to say about us. I'm fucking Eliza. She's fucking Elon. She's got free Teslas. She's fucking Tim. All these things. And they did say those things. Like, it was like, we know how they operate.
Right.
So
they did say those things? What did I say that shit? Other than being very clear that I was talking about all the other shit that people were saying.
I think some people said it. I'm not going to say they didn't.
Yeah, some people said it. I'm not going to say that, but all that stuff came out there, and most of the channels were like, well, I don't know if that's true or not, but we would like to know, but we can't ask. Shane, but you got to ask, and you did a shit job.
Out there, I land. Tim now says it on air. This is like the first time I've been part of some viral like orgy where like people are just hating on me. They're already like telling me the kind of story I need to write.
Right.
And I don't write stories for any trend. I don't write stories for your demands.
Except for the PR agency that paid for him to write a puff piece about her.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah, except for the Timcast IRL PR firm that's currently failing at their jobs, losing to a fat man and people on the internet, apparently. No, she's apparently fucking Ian, though. Yep, that's right. We apparently got that one confirmed.
That's not. Yeah, you can get rid of the word apparently on that one. That's pretty obvious.
She wasn't fucking Tim. She was fucking Ian, though.
No.
And maybe Kriegler. I don't know. We don't know
Tim
if there was any Eiffel
holding
Tower
on to
action.
the cat, apparently.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write the story I write. I told Cassandra, my editor in chief, it's very possible I write a story that Eliza's gonna hate.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm here to do. But I also I liked Eliza, right? I'm there feeling good for her and wanting to do justice for her, but also knowing this could
literally not what I reported.
Krieg is married. Yeah, that doesn't mean that he went an Eiffel Tower, a bitch. Married. Get the fuck out of here.
Didn't they talk about a foursome on that video?
Yeah,
in fact,
in that video they talked about a foursome.
Got released. They talked about a foursome.
So, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, his wife's actually hot and nice. She also one of the bitches that likes to take it from both sides. Yeah.
Sounds like a good wife.
I guess. I've seen him.
And I'm not going to hide it if it does, which would be a bummer because she's been very nice to me. And I think she's a sweet person.
Aww.
So
she's a sweet person.
We talk, I have to go I won't go the whole article, but like we hung out at the world's largest truck stop in Iowa and just talked about her first trafficking experience. I'm watching her body language, her eyes. It felt like an interrogation. I have to stop eating because I'm either like she's an amazing liar.
Pay them to keep mentioning it over and over?
I don't know. They probably paid him quite a bit. Like, I mean, how much did they charge them to even be there?
This was in his story twice, and now he mentions it again. Largest truck stop in Iowa.
Largest truck stop in Iowa. It's almost like
still
they're
not
trying
a Buc-ee's, man.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to low key dox Eliza because they're hoping that somebody actually goes to their place. Because remember, they were talking about that in the article too, and it's just like, nobody's even tried any of that shit,
and nobody's showing up. Exactly.
Yeah, like nobody's showing up.
Everybody knows where she lives, dude. Where her parents' farm is. It's not a big secret.
It's not a huge secret at all. But
there's nothing to dox. It's literally out in the open.
Nobody has any reason to do that because people like Cassandra Fairbanks and Jack Posobiec, people that are always on Tim Pool, haven't been broadcasting it out there to the point that people will go like they did when Edgar Welch went to Comet Pizza.
We have a Kriegler fan here who's defending him, saying, no. Kriegler did not like the party house.
Libertine behavior.
He loves his wife.
He loves his wife.
You can love your wife and love having sex with other people at the same time.
Yeah, like you never had a foursome
before,
dude?
Many people do.
You never broke out into a gangbang, son? What's wrong with you, dude? Live a little.
Yeah. What? Come on. No gangbangs for you? What the hell's wrong with you?
You ain't lit. You ain't lived until your balls have touched. Right?
Things that happen to her
I have
at the
to
age of
play
17.
that clip of Quigley suggesting a foursome.
Oh, really? Should I? Which one is it? That's the question.
In Hollywood.
That's the question. There's 8 of them. It's one of those.
The problem with her. She doesn't name the 2 traffickers.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people.
Well, she doesn't name the 2 traffickers, but she told you. But you're not going to tell anyone. But you're going to act like now that you know you got a target on your back, right? And it's funny that she was more than happy to tell this fuckwad, but she couldn't tell fucking an open secret. Gabe Hoffman. She couldn't tell him. She didn't want to talk to him about it, even though he could actually literally done something about it, got something done about it. Shane Cashman, though, she could tell him, and he's basically going to be able to do, well, from what we've seen, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, all he said he did was he looked up their addresses.
Yeah, I looked up their addresses.
So somebody gives you a random person's name, you look up their address, and you go, okay, I guess there's no story here. And we talked about this yesterday. We looked at the map.
What, gangbangs?
He says in the article that the house of the musician, the first guy to traffic her, was just a few blocks away from her house, which was in visual distance of Man's Chinese Theater.
Yeah, which is in
That's
West
a small
Hollywood.
area that we looked at on the map.
Yeah,
it's like a 4-block area.
And right now, rents in that place are like $4,000. But if you went back to the time,
$4 to $8.
$4 to $8,000,
Yeah.
and when you went back to the time frame, it was like $1,500 plus in 1990. Like $1,500 in 1990 is like $3,000 these days.
Yeah.
So it's still fucking crazy expensive for a 17-year-old. You're telling me a 17-year-old
clearly the parents
with no
paid for
money
it.
or anything
She wasn't paying
somehow got an apartment with a 6-month lease in fucking West Hollywood and was able to afford paying for all of that by herself and without prostituting herself or stripping.
So in that article, he talks about her moving to LA, the time that she was there, the drug use that she engaged in, the alleged sexual escapades, which she can't remember any details about. But nowhere does he mention any job ever.
Not a single one.
Moved to West Hollywood, 2 blocks away from Man's Chinese, with no job, and her dad drove her there. She had a car in LA. She had a house in LA. She had no job the entire time she was there. And the first thing she did within 48 hours was go find some drugs.
Go find some drugs, party it up, and then within a week overdosed. And then back in, according to his thing, it was only a week, right? It was a week from her getting there.
It was a week after. It was a week after that she was doing hard drugs with this black dude, but it was some time later, so an undetermined amount of time later, that he said, "Hey, we're out of drugs. You need to go." Or not, you need to go, but we're going to go and sell you for $500 to get drugs. It's just, nobody says that. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous.
People criticize her for. They say, "Well, name your traffickers if it's true."
It's a weird thing. I'm the one who told her about transparency, and now here I am trying to be reasonable with her. But I'm
the one that told her about transparency. No, actually, I'm the one that told her about transparency, and I'm the one that told everybody else about transparency. I think because still, I think I've been the most transparent person in this entire thing. I gotta stop doing that.
Her the name would help you.
Right.
I know the name now. I can't share it.
Would that would that also invite possible bodily threat or injury toward
this guy? Looks so fucking familiar to me. Number one, I've seen him at a music festival, hung out, we've probably drunk drugs together. But the thing that really makes me think that is this water bottle, because those people literally cling to those things like they are ungodly, and I recognize this right here and this right here.
The little pedo bear?
The little pedo bear, that's Grateful Dead, dude. And then this shit right here, and that's actually right there looks like a logo of a friend of mine. If I could almost if he could turn that shit for it, I could probably.
Right. Well, you should find out who he is, though.
Yeah,
I've never seen him.
His name's Matt, so I'm pretty sure I've probably seen.
Sorry, is that kind of?
I think he might have actually been at the Jive joint once or twice or whatever, trying to perform or something.
One of the
Not
reasons
with
why
the first one, but perhaps with the second.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So the first one, and again, she's.
I wonder if it was R.
She's getting a lot of
Kelly.
flack for saying it's for legal reasons.
Right.
I think that mostly pertains to the second one, which happens years later.
Mhm.
The first one, I don't think there's any threat there. But what I told her,
Come on, everybody knows it was DMX, guys. Come on, it was DMX. No, wait, no, he's alive. He's dead now, isn't he? He's still alive, apparently.
Well, I gotta imagine a real journalist could probably figure out in 1999 to 2000 what musician lived within that 4-block area.
Yeah, probably.
If they're saying it's someone people would have heard of, because that's what they allege. Is this is not just some guy pretending to be a musician. This was a musician that it has name recognition that was trafficking her, that she refuses to name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try something here.
Juice
was just
you keep going.
You're an advocate for survivors, and now this guy's just out on the loose.
Yeah,
like he could be hurting people.
He's out
still,
on the loose.
which I think me saying that is why eventually she told me the name, so that I could do my research as best as I can. And like I say in the story that comes out probably right now, I'm like scared to look. Oh, it's out.
Why are you getting lit up?
No, my editor Chris just let me know.
Okay.
I start a war at the end of the story, so that's fun. But I say to her,
start a war at the end of the
not
story. Wait, he does? Let me check that real quick, actually. How the fuck do we find all that shit? Latest news. Where the fuck is this shit? Oh, there it is. He says he started a war at the end of this, so let's go back. I don't remember him starting any war. Oh, right here. The audience has learned to trust all of us for different perspectives, and now we have right and wrong throughout the years and some important topics. But these content creators, at this exact moment, have tripped over their lynch mob brains as they perform pseudo-intellectual pole dances on their webcams. And now, as I look deeper into the entire smear campaign, which seemed initially to be rooted in genuine concerns, it made sense to me that these people were just screaming to be heard. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just screaming to be heard. Just like Shane Cashman is screaming to be heard. Well, he's going on different podcasts and writing this story that his boss told him that he didn't want him to write.
naming a name.
Yeah.
And I think
What happened?
Well, that didn't work.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to get rid of the little sunlight hitting my face, and then that completely went the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, it's the blinds. You
I'll
gotta
figure it out later.
You just got to take like a little. I just put a bandana on the blinds at the top and then lay it to the bottom.
Yeah, something like that. I tried to put like a big thing over them, and it just fell, so that didn't work.
Yeah, dude, we're just mad. You hear that? He's like, dude, I started a war at the very end. So he's like saying, I don't want to deal with all this shit. But he's literally just coming out everybody and saying, "Oh, your lynch mob brain performing pseudo pole dances." Okay, how is that any different to your journalist idiot brain that thinks that your words are going to be
the thing that's
bigger than
the thing you got to
actual
keep in mind
words
here
that somebody
is
spoke?
this is what Jeremy was talking about and why he had all the girls on last night. By including pole dancer comment in there, professional journalist Shane. What's his fucking last name? Cashman.
Yeah, professional
Shane
journalist.
Cashman is basically pointing the finger at the, well, who's he mean by pole dancers?
He's talking about, well,
Brittany
and freaking Chrissy and freaking
Chrissy.
everybody on the Simcast.
And basically the Simpcast. Yeah, exactly. The whole entirety of Simcast is who he's pointing the finger at. It's like, you're just doing pole dancing for the audience in front of a webcam. You're just dumb, stupid bitches that nobody should be listening to.
Yep.
Good job, Cashman.
Good job, dude. Good job.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, man, I probably don't even exist to these people anymore, but it's just funny because now, like,
well, they're
gonna focus on this shit. They're gonna focus on that shit, dude. And look at this kid.
Oh, dude.
They're gonna just
girls
be
do not
focused
let
on
go
that
of
shit.
this stuff. Girls like drama.
And I mean,
and I can call them girls because I'm old enough to be their dad.
Yeah, you can.
So yes, they are definitely girls as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm older than most.
They're all too old to date, though.
I'm pretty sure. How old do you think Chrissy is? She's probably what, like in her late 30s, maybe.
Chrissy is, I think, 33.
Yeah, so I'm actually older than her. I'm older than all of them then.
I think you're older than all of them.
Yeah, I'm older than all of them by far.
Like Farron is your age, right?
Yeah, Farron's the only one that is my age. And I think I might slightly just be a little older than she is. So, like, you know, they're going to have all of these folks on them, right? Well, maybe not this
some
one.
of them, like Zia, is legitimately on OnlyFans.
Yeah. So is she, I believe.
Oh, is she? Leanne is?
Yeah, Leanne. She followed me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Chrissy's 38.
38? Wow, she looks good. She looks like she's in her early 30s, not late 30s.
And then what? Isn't she still like, she's married now, but I think she's like, what, in her 20s, right? Still?
I thought she was like late 20s, 28, 29.
Yeah, I don't think that she's in her, like, I wouldn't dare say that she was in her 30s.
All of them are basically, you know, young enough to be my kids.
Yeah. So it's like pretty much every single one of them is going to be on that comment now because he's just basically calling them pole dancers. He's calling me a pole dancer too, which is kind of hilarious.
I mean, that would be kind of funny. Yeah, I wouldn't object to that. I think that's funny. But if it was just men attacking and he said pole dancers, that would have been a smart-ass comment.
Yeah, and I would have.
But he said that pole dancers for a reason because he's essentially equating the women that are talking about the Eliza bans that came out of Twitter, a legitimate freedom of speech issue. He's equating them to sex workers.
Mm-hmm. He thinks that's like an okay.
Like they're all working at a strip club doing their shaking moves. That's what he's saying here.
Yeah.
And they're stupid because they're only pseudo-intellectual.
Pseudo-intellectual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty freaking crazy, dog. If you ask me, I don't think that that's something that I would have ever decided to pull. But then again, I know my place, so I don't even worry about it at this point. Because, I mean, what are you even supposed to say or do at this particular juncture in time? Mm-hmm.
Well, we're doing exactly what we should.
Oh, but you know what? Northside Cal is actually true. I do dance for $100 on Rumble. Northside Cal.
Yeah, you do.
I do dance for $100.
I don't, but you definitely do.
Yeah, I did dance for $100 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I am a pole dancer. I just don't have a pole. I guess my dick is kind of like
you need to get a pole. Okay, guys, if you want to donate to Manny getting a pole, so you can get a manual pole. We'll call it that, a manual pole.
Yeah, we'll get a manual pole.
And then instead of being the pool man, you can be the pole man.
I think days later, she was thinking about it and she shared it. And what I was going to say is she could have just told me a bogus. She could have told me a real name, knowing that I could go back now and I would just like have confirmation bias.
Right,
like, it does add up. It does add up, but I don't have proof.
Yeah,
she can't produce proof.
Right.
You know, so I had to talk to her family. I spent a lot of time with her family.
Isn't her dad in politics something, and that's
he's
one of
on
the
the
things?
board of his district, and he was a state rep, I believe.
Okay.
He was in a seminary school in Denver. He's a farmer now, former professor. Her mom was a former dean of that same college that her dad worked at.
Okay.
She's an epidemiologist. Really nice people. Yeah. On a beautiful farm. Very nice that they let me stay at this beautiful farmhouse and in the middle of nowhere. It was negative 7 degrees.
They could have killed you.
I feel pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, this is the second time in the year I stayed at a random house on a farm in the middle of nowhere and got death threats both times.
Really? From on the internet, not from the people that you were staying with, clearly?
For the last book, in real life, people who were very mad at me. That's a whole other story.
Oh, okay.
But for this one, mostly online. All online. Just saying the worst.
Yeah, so he's complaining about getting online death threats. Really weird. I haven't gotten a single death threat or anything like that. It was my initial thread. So
well, we can fix that.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, if you want one.
Well, no, technically I had somebody dox me that one time, and then it was trying to say to have people come see me in my house, but I didn't really consider it a death threat to me because it's a castle doctrine state. So I probably would have ended up shooting first and asking questions later. Because there's a bunch of signs that say no trespassing. Trespassers will be shot. No questions asked. Because we don't mess around.
Yep.
We don't mess around here.
We don't mess around. Well, we sure as hell don't.
No, sir. But like, like, is Shane Cashman really worried about it, or is he just trying to play up his plight in this whole entire thing? Like, he's literally inserting himself into the story.
He is definitely needing to.
Just
hey guys, I don't see a whole lot of super chats coming in. I can't believe no one has any questions or comments or praise for the actual investigative journalism going on. And there we go. There's $5 right there.
That's what we were looking for. Thank
you.
Thank you, Catherine Gillen, for that $5 Great British Pounds. Good evening, everyone. Lol, the drama that keeps on giving. Shane is no reporter. He wrote the 3-piece part like a book. Yep, that's right. I can't wait till the next one comes out. What's going to be today or tomorrow? When is what's her face, Cassandra, going to let that one come out?
That's nowhere near 10 American dollars these days.
Yeah, no, that's
but
still.
Thank you nonetheless.
We appreciate it. It used to be like $10 American, but inflation happened.
It was close to it, yeah.
Inflation happened a while back. Oh, look, we got another one right here from Iridic Fusion just saying, here you go. Thanks for the $2. We appreciate that, man. For this hard-hitting journalism that we do so much over here with. And you know what? Yeah. Don't forget to go follow our links. Just go to griftcast.com. Take you right to. So you can hit all of our fun links and everything that we use to sell you stuff. All right. But
I'm going to have one other request for you guys. I mean, we'll take the money, obviously. That's the primary thing that we care about, lest anybody be confused. But the other request is just start using the hashtag GriftCast on all social media. It's the best way to both communicate to others that GriftCast exists and they should check it out, because anybody that sees that hashtag is going to be like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. And it's going to lead them back to us, which is going to grow the audience, which is going to allow us to do a lot more of this kind of investigative journalism that Shane Cashman's don't actually do. But on top of it, it's going to allow us to make more money, which is the real important piece here. So remember, guys, spread the love online. It costs you nothing. Just use the hashtag GriftCast. Any social media you use.
Any social media. When you're sharing it, whatever. Griffcast. Even if you're just posting some random shit that doesn't even make sense to Griffcast. Griffcast.
Yep.
I think it's it's trolls.
Here's a question for the whole music video stuff. And like I said, I don't know anything
they don't like of just
about
being
what
trolls.
is happening here. But when you said that, they're finding like her dancing and
Why are you
twerking.
interviewing them if you have no idea what is happening here? Who is this idiot?
I have no idea, dude. But I feel like
we
I
just
know
randomly brought on this dude named Cash to talk about something that's happening to him that we don't know what it is.
Dude, this Mike Alex guy right here, the 10th man.
Is he a Mike or an Alex?
Mike Lerner Photography. Wait a minute. What? This is the fucking guy.
So this guy. Oh, look at that. He's got a picture of Candace Owens.
And you know what? That's weird. Candace Owens
he's
just jumped
he's
in.
a white supremacist. Wait, what was that? What was that picture of Timcast you just had? Oh, yeah.
That was that one.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Dude, it's not what you
The Candace Owens thing. Yeah, I was going to show that one. Yeah.
Dude, we just got Scroats McGoats over here just dropping some money on us and love. Look at that, dude.
Scroats McGoats, we appreciate your money more than others do.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Very
we appreciate
clearly.
it a whole lot.
Thank you, $5 through Super Chat. Tim is getting roasted in his lasted Twitter post.
It is good times.
Oh, that is great times. We should go take that out. Or we should go check that out.
Check it out.
Yeah. Tim.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to finish watching Cashman. I mean, it's the same thing over and over. He just the host keeps saying, "We don't know anything about this, Cash. Tell us everything you know."
Yeah, we don't know anything, Cashy. You know what though? I want to do something real quick. Oh wait, wrong button. I want to check the transcript.
Those alerts are late.
They've been late for days now because the internet's broken, bro. What do you want me to do about it?
Is that what it is? Okay.
Wait, how come I can't see the fucking transcription?
Huh? Yep.
Oh, it's because nobody's done it yet. That's why. Wow, it didn't auto transcribe. That's weird. Why didn't it auto transcribe? It should already have been done. I'll subscribe to these cocksmokers though. Let's see. Did somebody reply to me? But I can't see the reply.
Did somebody reply?
Yeah, like there's 2 replies to my comment. See, it says 2 replies, but I can only see one of them.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Hater, anyone?
You didn't see that, actually.
Hater, anyone?
So yeah, if you go to it right here, you can see that it says 2 replies, but there's only 1. So somebody replied to me. Didn't even get a comment from the channel people. What a bunch of bitches. All right, wait. I pulled up that window in a private tab just to see if I could look it up. So hold up. Wait a minute. See if it's somebody that blocked me or some shit.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, like the other comments just disappeared.
Oh, really? They must have censored it.
Yeah, they must
have.
Yeah,
if it says 2 replies, but you can only see 1, that means the owner of the video blocked that reply.
Mm-hmm.
They disabled it.
Either that
the person,
or somebody
if they would have deleted their
something.
own, it would have just changed it to 1. So clearly that's somebody that was... I'm surprised they even allowed your comment on there in the first place.
I mean, why would they not want it on? It's like, are they going to bring me on
to
and talk about it?
There is no such person as Manuel DeFango because he doesn't exist.
Yeah, he doesn't exist anymore. He never existed. He was just a machination of a PR company. That's what he is.
He is a PR company. The whole persona is a PR bot.
I guess, if that's what you
Pretty
want to
obvious.
say.
I'm just saying.
After working with...
So I am very curious to see what the pit bull with the name Candace Owens does with Eliza now.
I don't even give a shit. Or after I learned about how bad Candace Owens was, I've been pretty much like, fuck that bitch.
Well, that bitch is worth 280 million. First of all, she's got pretty deep pockets herself.
I know.
Secondly,
but fuck
she's
that
got
bitch.
3.5 million followers on her. I don't care if you want to fuck that bitch or not. I'm just saying.
That's not what I said.
I'm going to enjoy watching this pit bull going after Eliza. That's all I'm saying, dude.
I'm not going to enjoy it because now we actually have a real PR company going after him. Like watching Candace Owens fail through this is going to be, I guess fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's my point. So I'm definitely going to enjoy it.
Well, you'll enjoy it. I won't. But I'm just being real.
Well, I'll take that beat. That'll be my beat.
Yeah, you can have that beat. I used to be a fan of Candace
a German
Owens.
Shepherd, not a pinbull.
A pitbull?
I've never been a fan of Candace Owens.
Yeah, no, I've never been a fan. Well, I was like a fan.
But I've never disliked her.
Was like,
either.
oh yeah, she's like she's like pretty, but you know what? Russell's right. Candace Owens is a fucking liar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, when people like that get into the game or whatever, that's what I usually try to just say. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. But that's all right, though. I wonder what she is going to do. She's probably going to help. She's probably going to help
royalty.
her. Yeah, she's probably going to help her, honestly.
Her husband is I can't remember his title, but he's a titled English gentleman.
A titled English gentleman. I'm looking at Mike Walter photography or Mike Lerner photography. Look, we got Justin Bieber.
Traffic Kids.
We got fucking Jimmy Kim, or is that Jimmy Kimmel or something like that? That's one of the Tonight Show guys. I know that.
I don't know. That looks like trafficking victims to me.
Yeah, dude, this guy's met all kinds of big people. Look at this.
I haven't seen one yet.
You haven't seen a big person?
No, I haven't seen anybody I recognize. No.
This is Jared Leto.
Who's he?
Ran into that guy. He's been in some movies and shit. I don't know who this bitch is. I think the biggest person he's had so far that I've seen on here is Justin Bieber. Lots of Justin Bieber photography, it seems. Seems to really like the Biebs.
Oh, is that YouTube kid that broke out into real music?
Yeah, that broke out into real music and did pretty big stuff, I guess.
Yeah. He's what, Canadian or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's even got a
picture
I guess
with
Trump.
He's got a picture of Trump. So that's
Right
something.
there.
But I mean, clearly he's in the crowd taking a picture behind a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, he's like with his fucking telephoto lens, just trying to get the best shot as possible. Yeah, I used to do that kind of photography and shit too, man. But
yeah,
this guy's probably famous, but I don't know who he is.
I
look,
have no idea.
Actually, that's Donald
Trump's
Trump
kid,
Jr. right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I guess Bieber's the only one that looks like he's actually posing for a photo. The rest of them look like they're just sort of random shots.
Mm-hmm. That's that one
But
dude.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, sure. If he's making money,
Workaholics?
more power to him. You could sell that shit, then good for you.
Like Shane Cashman selling his fucking articles right now.
Is he though? I think he's just working for one company.
Yeah, he's only working for that one company, and it ain't doing great. Wait, what's this right here?
Oh my God, people think this is real.
The truth is, it's all planned out. Crowder at Daily Wire, Tim Cass in the Quarterly, Veritas and O'Keefe. You didn't think it was a coincidence, did you? Phase 2 starts soon. Damn, Tim. Like, seriously, you're fucking losing it, bro. He's fucking losing it.
Is. Well, my reply to that was, it's kind of sad that Tim is the last guy to actually figure it out. Like, everybody else knew that it was all planned.
Except for Tim. Yeah, he didn't get the memos and stuff. Like I tried to get meetings with him and email him about this shit, and now he's crybabying like a fucking little bitch that some PR company's doing something. Bro, check your fucking email. That's all I gotta say. Check your fucking email. It's all there. You got the memo. You were supposed to be all good on this. You were gonna be at 2 million subscribers after this whole thing, and you fucked it up. You're fucked
losing.
Whose money am I gaining? We know which is more important to a grifter. Yeah. Any fan knows I've consistently talked about not wanting to be famous or wanting to live in a van down by the river.
Oh, that's true. He has talked about that. I can attest to that.
Then get going. I mean, that's the easiest way to be like, if you don't want to fucking do this anymore, then just go. Stop being a little bitch about it.
Following
Leave.
Lauren Brobert?
No.
Dude, we're going to watch her video.
Yeah, I have her video right here in this massive list of links that I have queued up.
All right, cool.
Oh my God, people think this is real. Yo, it's shit posting.
Okay, this one's actually funny. I didn't think your last one was that funny.
This is funny. Oh, good. Well, I don't care if you didn't think my last one's that funny.
Oh, come on, dude. You know you're trying to make me laugh here.
No, I'm not trying to make you laugh. I'm not trying to make anybody laugh. This is just me showing people how I do my shit. So DCMA, anyone can file. I never called anyone a paid BR bot.
What?
What, dude?
Literally called people that were giving him money fake PR bots. That's just a lie.
That is exactly what he said. Yeah, I just don't get it, dude. How he hasn't figured out that this whole entire thing is all his fault, and he thinks that trying to do the same thing he's doing. Oh, I'm just edgy and cool, and I'm an edgelord. I'm gonna make jokes. That's what I'm doing. Dude, nobody fucking cares, bro. So you're excited to see what Candace Owens is gonna do about that shit, huh? I bet she gets blocked.
I am. I would love to see her just spending some money on this. That would be awesome.
Well, 2 hours ago. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, you'd love a Daily Wire article on this? I'd read it, probably. It might be better than the other ones. Now, let's see if we can go find Lauren Boebert, although I know I had
let's find her.
What do we got this one? Oh, yeah, there's the umbrella guy talking about that one. Oh, there's where I got my thumbnail from today.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Although it would have been pretty funny to get all that together. My favorite picture, though, is the one of Cassandra from when she's got that. That's the picture for when she's got her tits out or whatever. It's like you can actually I can almost define exactly where each of these pictures came from. This is pretty good too. Now, where's the Lauren Boebert clip? Ah, there it is. Is it? Yep. This is the clip you're talking about, right? Where she fucking grills the people from Twitter, just eviscerates them.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. There is another one, but yeah, this one's good.
Did either of you approve the shadow banning of my account at Lauren Boebert? Yes or no?
No, I did not.
Navari, Roth, Ade, Baker.
Well, let me refresh your memory, because on March 12th, 2021, and Mr. Roth, I know you looked at it because Fascist Twitter 1.0 had a public interest exceptions policy, which means for members of Congress to be shadow banned, it had to go before you, Mr. Roth. So I'll ask again, did you shadow ban my account? Yes or no?
Again, not to the best of my recollection.
So the answer is, Mr. Roth, yes, you did. I found out last night from Twitter staff that you suppressed my account for this tweet. It's a freaking joke about Hillary Clinton being angry that she couldn't rig her election. It's a joke. But in response, being the sinister overlords that you all are, you placed a 90-day account filter so I could not.
Holy shit, we got another super chat, boss. Catherine Gillen. You know what?
Oh,
that
hell
name,
yeah, in Great British Pounds.
In Great British Pounds, we love them GBPs, baby. We love love our UK boys and girls. That's right. Let's put that up on the top.
We love our British nurses and our Scottish nurses.
Yeah, but she's Scottish. Remember, she's in the UK.
I know, that's why I said in Scottish.
Over
nurses.
there, where there's all of the water and the islands that I've never been to. Although I would like to go there.
That's a good question. Now, are you in Scotland or are you Scottish working in England?
Ooh.
Let us know by sending another super chat.
Yes, please tell us by sending us more money. Thank you.
Not be found. And now we see here that Twitter staff said the visibility filter on my account excluded me from top searches, printed notifications for non-followers, and much more. This is considered an aggressive visibility filter. You silenced members of Congress from communicating with their constituents. You silenced me from communicating with the American people over a freaking joke. Now, who the hell do you think that you are? Election interference? Yeah, I would say that that was taking place because of you four sitting here. The Hunter Biden laptop story was suppressed. A sitting member of Congress was suppressed. A sitting president was banned from Twitter. You know, I bet that Putin is sitting in the Kremlin wishing he had as much election interference as you four here today. We've heard about threats to democracy. Well, what about shutting down a duly elected member of Congress? This is fundamental to our nation's governance, and you all attacked that very foundation. 230 protections? Well, those are for publishers.
Gone.
Not
exactly. That's too bad it got cut off, but yeah 230 at this point is going to be gone because people on both sides don't want it there.
Oh, here's the 4-minute version.
I couldn't say for sure, but I would
more
say
than 10?
That's a reasonable estimate. I couldn't say for sure.
More than 50?
That seems a bit high.
Wow, this is actually really good quality.
With the FBI. Well, we
that
know,
is high. Holy shit,
dude,
right.
she looks fine as fuck. Oh my god.
I don't believe any active FBI.
Have you never seen her?
I've seen her before. I'm just saying she looks hot.
All right.
I'm
She does. Well, she looks cute. I would say cute.
No,
more
but
than
at
hot.
least 9.
Yeah, she's cute.
Because they
She's
started
got
the
that like school teacher thing going, or librarian
now,
thing
Mr.
going.
Roth, did the FBI ever ask to share information like users' communication data without going through proper legal channels?
No, they did not, and I would have refused if they had.
That's correct.
Bullshit.
I see that you denied Agent Chan's request for access to Twitter's data feed. What's sick isn't that you would deny it. It's that the FBI would even ask you for the private data of American citizens without going through legal channels of the law. Now, I want to remind you, Mr. Roth, that you are under oath. Did the FBI ever ask you to do anything that was illegal or questionably legal?
I'm not a lawyer, but certainly not to the best of my recollection or knowledge.
Now, from the hearing that I've been a part of today, it's almost impossible to tell where the FBI ends and where Twitter begins. We have Mr. Baker here, a former FBI agent, and there seems to be a revolving door between the FBI and Twitter itself. Even Mr. Baker said that there was no collusion with the federal government and Twitter. But Mr. Baker, that's you. You are the collusion between the federal government and the FBI. And now with this is such a problem because
is that Jordan in the back right there?
Over. Mr. Roth, Miss Gaddy, did either of you
I can't
approve
see
the
the name
shadow
tag.
banning of my account at Lauren Boebert? Yes or no?
No, I did not.
Oh shit! Another super chat right there, baby.
Hey,
Wiley Sal,
Sal.
CHF. That's Swedish, right? I don't even know. Thanks.
Swiss.
Swiss. Keeping the grift alive. Love you. Mean it. Thanks a lot, brother. We appreciate that shit.
That's
man.
over $5. That's another over $5.
Mm-hmm. Another over $5 donation.
Well, let me refresh
like.
your memory because on March 12th, 2021, and Mr. Roth, I know you looked at it because Fascist Twitter 1.0 had a public interest exceptions policy, which means for members of Congress to be shadow banned, it had to go before you, Mr. Roth. So I'll ask again.
Yeah,
did
Mr.
you
Roth.
shadow ban my account? Yes or no?
Again, not to the best of my recollection.
So the answer is, Mr. Roth, yes, you did. I found out last night from Twitter staff that you suppressed my account for this tweet. It's a freaking joke about Hillary Clinton being angry that she couldn't rig her election. It's a joke, but in response, being the sinister overlords that you all are, you placed a 90-day account filter so I could not be found. And now we see here that Twitter staff said the visibility filter on my account excluded me from top searches, prevented notifications for non-followers, and much more. This is considered an aggressive visibility filter. You silenced members of Congress from communicating with their constituents. You silenced me from communicating with the American people over a freaking joke. Now, who the hell do you think that you are? Election interference? Yeah, I would say that that was taking place because of you four sitting here. The Hunter Biden laptop story was suppressed. A sitting member of Congress was suppressed. A sitting president was banned from Twitter. You know, I bet that Putin is sitting in the Kremlin wishing he had as much election interference as you four here today. We've heard about threats to democracy. Well, what about shutting down a duly elected member of Congress? This is fundamental to our nation's governance, and you all attacked that very foundation. 230 protections? Well, those are for publishers, not for editors. And it's clear you were not acting as publishers, you were acting as editors. And Mr. Chairman, I think it's far past time that we remove 230 protections for big tech platforms who are abusing this protection. And let me just say, I'm not angry for myself. I'm not angry because I was silenced. I can reach out to Elon and to his staff, and I can see what's happened. And I can sit here today and hold you all in account. I am angry for the millions of Americans who were silenced because of your decisions, because of your actions, because of your collusion with the federal government. They can't reach out to Elon. They can't sit here today and hold you into account. We don't know where the FBI ends and Twitter begins. But I do want to thank
Mr.
Elon
Chairman,
Musk
we're over
for
17
firing
seconds now.
you four and saving free speech and even Twitter. Mr. Chairman, I yield.
That was great. Yes, she got very excited and she is clearly mad. And I'm very happy that's finally happening because getting rid of that protection. I've said this for a long time, and a lot of people, I would say on my side of the aisle, have pushed back and said, no, the problem isn't with having the protection. The problem is that it's just not being applied correctly. No. What you need to do is make the drastic change of actually removing that amendment and removing all protection for publishers. And everyone's like, oh, but then you won't have anybody being able to post anything on YouTube. Bullshit. YouTube will stop making money if they have no one actually putting videos out. So you're still absolutely going to be able to publish videos on YouTube. YouTube will add a paragraph to their rules that'll say, you are responsible for your own content. If we receive any kind of actions against YouTube from the federal government based on your contents, then you are responsible for it and you will be paying the bills. That's what YouTube's going to do. That's what every business does. They're simply going to shift the responsibility onto the content creators. Right now, they have no responsibility, so they don't give a shit. And so this is what we have. Now, let me play one more video. You guys tell me if you hear audio once I start playing it, because I just made some changes which may have screwed up with audio. So right away, as soon as you hear audio, say yes or something else to indicate that it's playing.
Mr. Roth, have you communicated with government officials ever on a platform called Jira? Yes or no? Real quick answer. We're on the clock.
Not
yes
to
or
the
no?
best of my recollection.
Not
no.
to your recollection? Great. If you did, in the event, communicate, who would have had access to this platform?
That's the nature of my confusion.
Okay.
Jira
Did you ever speak to government officials on Jira regarding taking down social media posts?
Again, not to the best of my recollection.
Can you explain to me why the federal government would ever have interest in communicating through Jira, mind you, a private cloud server, with social media companies without oversight to censor American voices? I want to let you know that this is a violation of the First Amendment, and the federal government is colluding with social media companies to censor Americans. Mr. Chairman, I ask for unanimous consent to submit these graphics into record.
Yeah.
And Mr. Roth, I'm going to refresh your
Yeah, I
memory
like
for
Luna.
you.
I've never seen her before, but I like her.
Yeah, she's nice.
Thank you, sir. This flowchart shows the following federal agencies, social media
We need
companies,
more angry
Twitter,
milfy chicks in
leftist
Congress like that.
nonprofits, and organizations communicating regarding their version of misinformation using Jira, a private cloud
there's
server.
CISA. That's the one
On
that
this
I was
chart,
working
I want
with.
to annotate that the Department
had
of Homeland
contracts with.
Security, which has the following branches: Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, also known as CISA, Countering Foreign Intelligence
CISA, not
Task
CISA.
Force, now known as the Misinfo, Disinfo, and Malinformation, MDM. This was again used against the American people. The Election Partnership Institute, or Election Integrity Partnership, EIP, which includes the following: Stanford Internet Observatory, University of Washington Center for Informed Public, Graphica, and Atlantic Council's Digital Forensic Research Lab, and potentially, according to what we found on the final report by EIP, the DNC. The Center for Internet Security, CIS, a nonprofit funded by DHS, the National Association of Secretaries of State, also known as NASS, and the National Association of State Election Directors, NASED, and in this case, because there are other social media companies involved, Twitter. What do all of these groups, though, have in common? And I'm going to, again, refresh your memory. They were all communicating on a private cloud server known as Jira. Now, the screenshot behind me, which is an example of one of thousands, shows on November 3rd, 2020, that you, Mr. Roth, a Twitter employee, were exchanging communications on Jira, a private cloud server, with CISA, NASS, NASED, and Alex Stamos, who now works at Stanford and is a former security officer at Facebook, to remove a posting. Do you now remember communicating on a private cloud server to remove a posting?
Do you remember that now?
Yes or no?
I wouldn't agree with the characterization.
I don't care if you agree. This is your stuff. Yes or no? Did you communicate with a private entity, the government agency, on a private cloud server? Yes or no?
Did you do it?
Yes or no? Yeah, I'm on time. Yes or no?
Ma'am, I don't believe I can give you a yes or no.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that you did, and we have proof of it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is joint action between the federal government and a private company to censor and violate the First Amendment. This is also known, and I'm so glad that there's many attorneys on this panel, joint state actors. It's highly illegal. You are all engaged in this action, and I want you to know that you will be all held accountable. Ms. Gaddy, are you still on CISA's Cybersecurity Advisory Council? Yes or no?
Yes, I am.
Yes, she is.
For those who have said that this is a pointless hearing, and I just want to let you guys all know, we found that Twitter was indeed communicating with the federal government to censor Americans. I'd like to remind you that this was all in place before January 6th. So to say that these mechanisms weren't in place and to make it about January 6th, I want to let you know that you guys were actually in control of all of the content, and clearly we have proof of that. Now, if you don't think that this is important to your constituents and the American people from those saying that this was a pointless hearing, I suggest you find other jobs. Chairman, I yield my time.
I suggest you find other jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of funny that they don't really like get into that pretty deeply if you think about it. They just leave
What's
it.
that?
Well, they just kind of left it there, but you know, CISA was one of the first places that got opened up pretty big, right? And they were also trying to break into the cyber, they were trying to break into all the social media platforms and be a part of the table, even though they technically already were, because they're under the DNI, the Director of the Office of National Intelligence. So, like, I remember back in 2018 when I was at DEF CON, I had some CIA type guy approach me, and he was all like, yo, you should, we would like to work with you. And I'm like, oh, man, sorry, no, I can't. Have you seen my record? Like, you guys can't work with me. That's just not going to happen. So he told me that I had to open up my own business. He was like, yeah, we can't work with you directly, but we could definitely contract your company. So if you were to, like, start a contracting company, you know, you would probably start getting phone calls for things to do, and then you would be paid for them. And then, you know, you just go on about your day. So, you know, like I did end up actually starting my own like business or whatever, and I've done lots of jobs or whatever, but could I tell you I've only been on a few jobs, you know, where I've had that letter from the CISA administration saying that, hey, this guy could go wherever he wants or whatever. And generally it's been stuff when I've been like at UPS basically, or USPS, or anything that has anything to do with explodey stuff. Like when I went to the airport, when I go to the airport or anything like that, sometimes I have to inspect equipment that controls like gigantic tankers and things of that nature. So like I have to be able to inspect that, but at the same time not blow it up or shut it down and whatnot. And some of that stuff's kind of dangerous, and you need to have like certifications and shit in order to do that. Which I apparently have some of these certifications. That's cool. And then I do have another government contract with a company called Clear Captions, which works with specifically, what is it, the FCC, specifically through the TRS fund, where we install closed caption telephones for the hearing impaired. So like I go to people's houses and put in telephones for them on the government's dime. So I guess, you know, technically I work for the government.
You mean you're putting in listening devices into people's homes is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like they're like really old usually, so like it's an Android phone that's built into like a regular phone. You set it down and then it basically listens to your conversations and it uses AI to display whatever they're saying. And sometimes the shit that it comes up with is hysterical. And even, but it says my name as Manuel. It spells it out MANWELL every time. It's funny.
Manuel?
Yeah.
That's a better spelling or pronunciation at least.
Yeah, and then, you know, like I actually do have a contract with the
Mr.
Nevada Department of Corrections, right? Like I passed the Nevada's Department of Corrections background check or whatever, like a federal
That's amazing.
Federal background check. So all those fuckwads that are trying to say that, you know, I'm some kind of super criminal and shit like that, I literally passed the federal background check multiple fucking times and got a security clearance, despite all of that shit that you read about me on the internet. So, fuck everyone.
Fuck everyone.
Yeah.
But not the people donating money to us.
Not the people that donated money to us.
If you don't want to be fucked, you better donate some money.
And even if you want to be fucked if you want to get voted by me, you might have to donate me some money.
Careful, YouTube rules.
Just kidding. But seriously, though, never going to happen.
Exactly. Well, that was my other clip, so I assume you've seen that one as well. I like Luna.
There was more clips that people like. I saw tons of clips. God, where is that fucking Cecil letter at? I know I printed it out, but I've been looking for it. I got all like my DOC docs and stuff, but most of that has like stuff that I can't put out there on it. Or it says, you know, like confidential. You know, can't just like put that out there, you know. Although I did work with State Farm for a while. You guys like State Farm? Jake from State Farm? You like State Farm?
State Farm.
Do you like State Farm? Do you guys even use them for insurance? Every time they'd be trying to sell me on insurance, I'd be going up in there. They'd be trying to fucking sell me insurance, and I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
They don't sell me insurance.
Yeah, no? Why not?
I have that little gecko thing. He's my insurance
Geico?
guy.
That's who I use.
The little green guy.
Yeah, the gecko guy. I was on
Geico,
fucking Progressive, and then I installed the snapshot device, and then my insurance went up like $250.
Dude, you did the same thing I did. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I was like never gonna do this, and then something in my brain said, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot, right? Like, I drive slow and everything. 200 fucking my insurance went from like $75 to $280, and I was just like, are you fucking joking me? Like, literally, the lady on the phone, she heard when she told me that shit. Like, she was like,
we break for super chats.
Yeah, we break for super chats. Thank you to Catherine Gillen. Snowden exposed all of this. His heartbeat program. It's been going on within the alphabet agencies for years. Yes, that's true.
For years.
Absolutely true. 100%
It
true.
is.
It's been going on for years.
Now, they're very good about finding ways where they can still say in front of Congress that they're sticking to the letter of the law, while in actuality completely ignoring the law. It's kind of like the what is it, the Five Eyes program, where U.S. Central Intelligence is not allowed to spy on American citizens, but they can spy on British citizens all they want. That's not at all restricted. And then they can provide information about British citizens to MI6.
MI6.
And MI6 can spy on Americans. That's not at all forbidden. And then pass on information to the CIA. So they figured out a way to get around laws and achieve the goal of doing surveillance, but they're outsourcing surveillance of their countries to partner countries. It's been happening for a long time, and obviously it still is, and it's very hard to imagine anything is going to change. And this is one reason that I'm not supporting Trump for his next term that he's trying to go for, because he was in there for 4 years. Not a goddamn thing changed in the swamp all those years. There were some good things that he did, to be sure, but the swamp ran Trump a lot more than Trump ran the swamp.
Yeah, I can agree with that a little bit. Although I'm still probably going to support him if he goes up, because I ain't vetting for whoever the fuck else they're trying to put up there. No siree, Jim Bob.
I like DeSantis.
I mean, if they put up DeSantis, that's going to be interesting to see. I'll just put it lightly, but I don't think it's going to. I don't think it will sway my understanding of that a little bit. At least I don't think. Maybe it will.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't.
I mean, I'm happy I voted for Trump for his first term. I'm happy about that. I even voted for his second term during that election that had anomalies. That's the only way I'm going to just call it at this point. But it's time to move on. The other issue with Trump too is we just don't need another 80-year-old dude as president. It's time for somebody that's in Gen X to take power.
You need a Gen Xer to take power, dude. Are you trying to create fucking hell on earth, man? Can't trust any of these.
No, hell on earth would be a Zoomer. That would be hell on earth.
That would be hell on earth. Okay, yeah. Like a Gen Xer, maybe. I don't know, but who's your Gen Xer that you're going to get in there?
Well, I just said the Florida guy.
Oh, you think it's DeSantis, so like you're just on the
DeSantis
DeSantis
is Gen
kick.
X. Yeah.
Oh, he is? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I can see how that would be good for some people. I don't know. Not for me. I don't know if I agree with all that stuff, sir. Seems a little bit strange to be. I don't like it. I don't like it, dog. I don't like it.
What other clips have we got? That's the only two I had.
Well, you actually expect me to do something around here?
Well, you said you had a whole slew, a bevy of clips, you said.
Thank you, Mr.
Did I? Maybe I was lying.
A plethora, in fact.
Maybe I was lying. Okay. Maybe I wasn't being
Hey, there's another donation coming in.
All right, Eliza
Blues
Blue.
and A-Bot.
He He sent here to destroy us, so I guess Tim apologized to Jeremy. When did he do that?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Like, there's no way that happened. Russell Dufresne, I'm about to look that up. But it's Russell, so Russell sends us lots of money, so I'm inclined to believe what he says. Tim faps the pictures to himself. Let's see what we got here. So YouTube removed my video. Get ready, folks. You're next. We have received a privacy complaint for Who is Eliza Blue. If you believe your content was removed in error, please place this notice. I was telling everybody today was the day. I was trying to super chat that at that Star Wars girl last night too, but I was pleasantly
What's that?
I was pleasantly ignored again, so I just didn't worry about it.
What were you trying to super chat?
Saying that tomorrow is the day that the privacy complaints come out. So Farron got hers first. Here's mine or whatever. So it was 2 different videos, right? 7 days ago. But I received the email at 5:27 p.m. So that none yet. So if I'm going to get a removal, it will be in 3 hours and 27 minutes.
But for which video? You want to play the video before it's removed?
No, neither of them's going to get removed.
Oh, okay.
Because I clipped the videos.
Oh, you did? I see. So
you pulled into Eliza.
That they struck.
Yeah, so like this one, they said that it was like out at the end of it though, but like it was not even. End. It wasn't even like the right time.
They kind of go this way because.
And then this one, like we just cut out that. I cut out that part that was on there.
Oh, the Farron's intro.
Mm-hmm. I just clipped it out because I clipped it out because I 100% knew that shit was going to get taken down without a doubt. Without a doubt. So I made sure to clip it out because I didn't want to get a removal. And I also did it because I figured everybody else wouldn't do it. And then I already knew that I had played it in other streams. So I actually did get more copyright. Or is it copyright? No, that's the wrong one, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Super chat, stream report, copyright claim, case subject. There it is. Yeah, and then when I played it on the video reporting it or whatever, like 3 days ago, I got another one. Privacy complaint at 234. My promo link in there if you're looking on getting website hosting or emails or whatever, that's pretty cheap. Pretty affordable. That's for what I was.
Why is she?
That's what I'm.
Why would she complain about that? I mean, that's you own Helen Troy Modeling. Those are images from Helen Troy Modeling that you own. I don't understand the issue.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is all stuff that I own. Like I own the whole thing. I built the website and everything. And there we are, right there. You can see that was the night that we put it all together. Oh no, actually, it was the day after. This is the day after. But yeah, they struck it down right here, but I didn't remove whatever was in the middle of that one. I still have a couple of days before I have to do it to get around it. But I'm waiting basically to see if they're going to remove anything on YouTube, but I haven't gotten any messages about it at all, actually. Nope. No messages at all. So that's fine. I think it's pretty cool. But we haven't really gotten too much copyright or anything. You know, we've gotten some copyright claims or whatever, but no takedowns over it. Most of them are just taking the, what do you call that shit? They just take the revenue. It's like
revenue theft.
Not all of it though. It seems like we're sharing.
It's called revenue theft.
Most of it is sharing, but it's like, oh yeah, you guys can have the $5. I'll take the super chats. No fucking problem. No problem. You go and do that. You could do that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not like we're making huge amounts of cashola on
from the ads.
Like, that's not happening. I don't even run the ads. Like, they give us a button to do it, actually. You see what I said? And then it's constantly saying this. Now would be a good time to insert ads, so we're going to do it.
Yeah. Good time.
So we'll see whatever. See you guys. I just hit the button, so it says add inserted.
So no one's actually seeing this part. It's all.
I don't know if they are or not. Actually, if they're on YouTube Red, they see this part. But if not, tell us what the ad was.
Yeah.
Tell us
guys.
what the ad was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder what the ad was going to be. I'm not running our channel right now, so I don't know what it is.
What? What do you mean? Yeah,
well, normally I've got our stream running just to look at it, like on.
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see
but
what it is.
Rumble still saw us without the ad.
Susu got a Kavacha commercial. What the fuck is Kavacha?
Mm-hmm.
How much is Kavacha? What the fuck is Kavacha? Your daily super blend.
Oh, yes. Lots of people are advertising that right now. Yeah, there's a big... Actually, you should sign up for their affiliate deal. A lot of YouTubers are selling Kavacha right now.
Refer a friend, get $15. That's probably what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, go on a VPN and see some other shit. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else we had over here. So we had the Lowen Borbert with the two different ones. There was Chuck Grassley.
Thank you for inviting me to come here. And what I'm about to tell you sounds like it's out of some fiction spy thriller, but it actually happened, and it happened in our own government. Congressional oversight is a constitutional demand. We dedicate our careers to it. I have, at least. And during the course of my service, I've ran countless investigations. In the past few years, I've never seen so much effort from the FBI, the partisan media, and some of my Democrat colleagues to interfere with and undermine very legitimate congressional inquiries. It's because of a triad of disinformation and outright falsehoods. As one example, look at Crossfire Hurricane. Bit by bit, piece by piece, it's been deconstructed and shown to be politically motivated investigation, which it was. We all know now that it was the Democratic National Committee, along with the Clinton campaign, who colluded with the Russians.
Interesting. Like, these are just videos that I saw in the thread that was actually coming up.
Speaker, I rise in support of Chairman Comer's resolution, as if free flights, free phones, free health care, free education, free lawyers, and other freebies being offered to illegal aliens weren't already enough. The D.C. City Council decided to now give illegal aliens the right to vote. A right that more than 1.1 million American military service members have given their lives for.
Might have to try to do that.
Giving this right to illegal aliens as if our government is the Oprah Winfrey Show. You get a vote. You get a vote. You get a vote. It makes a mockery of the constitutional republic, of our brave heroes who fought and died for to defend. The right to vote is the most sacred right in our constitutional republic. Giving the right to vote to non-citizens cheapens this sacred right by discounting the value of citizens' votes. It also cheapens the value of American citizenship and cheapens our standing around the world as we incentivize the invasion of our own country. Under Biden's watch, over 4.6 million illegal aliens, and those are just the ones that we know of, have already crossed our wide open southern border that Secretary
Wide open
and
southern
Joe Biden
border
refused to secure, that Democrats could have done something about for the past 2 years
Oh, we
when
saw
they
that
held
video
all
already.
levers of power and refused to do so.
Interesting. Oh, that movie broke because we were looking at the Farron thing. Look at this. Rakita Law gonna need some legal help on this one. So why are you fucking asking him? Oh yeah, right. I forgot. YouTube grift. My bad. I didn't think about this.
YouTube grift.
My bad. What the fuck was I thinking? Boy. Yeah. I mean, it's not like she could have just removed that whole entire video, but holy shnikes, dude. What's this? Vijaya Gade. Miss Mace.
So my first question this morning of Miss Gaddy, may I ask of you, where did you go to medical school? I'm sorry.
I did not.
That's what I thought.
What
Why
if
do
you
you
didn't
think
go to
you or
medical
anyone else at
school?
Twitter
Why?
had the medical expertise to censor a doctor's expert opinion?
Our policies regarding COVID were designed to protect individuals. We were seeing
You guys censored Harvard-educated doctors, Stanford-educated doctors, doctors that are educated in the best places in the world, and you silenced those voices. So my first question this morning of Ms. Gaddy, may I ask of you, where did you go to medical school?
I did not go to medical school.
I'm sorry?
I did not go to medical school.
That's what I thought. Why do you think you or anyone else at Twitter had the medical expertise to censor
Are you
a
replaying this, or
doctor's
is this just
expert
auto
opinion?
repeat?
It just auto repeats. Oh my bad.
Okay.
Where did you go to medical school, bitch? Oh, you did it! Oh, I didn't realize. Or maybe I did. Former Twitter these are getting toasted and roasted. There's that one guy that was running to be Speaker of the House.
With a Twitter email chain. Under the line, it's more to review from the Biden team. Does anybody have a comment on how much interaction was happening with the Biden team at Twitter with respect to tweets that they wanted Twitter to review? Ms. Gaddy, Mr. Roth?
I'm not familiar with this email.
So you're not familiar with this email, Mr. Roth? Are you familiar with this email?
Only from what's been reported in the Twitter files.
Did you ever have contact with anybody from the Biden team?
No, sir, I did not. We explicitly separated the teams that would interact with campaigns from teams like mine that were responsible for content moderation.
How big was the organization in Twitter that was actually working with campaigns?
I couldn't say for sure.
Did you ever have any contact with the DNC?
Directly? No, I did not.
Did anybody at Twitter have any contact with anybody at the DNC?
I think it's likely that somebody at Twitter did, yes.
In these emails, it's listed that these are tweets that had to be flagged from the Biden team. That's what's in the files. You have no idea how many people actually engaged with the Twitter team or how frequently that engagement happened.
No, and again, that was by design. We kept those functions separate from content moderation so that we could impartially assess reports like this.
Do you know how many tweets were actually flagged and taken down at the behest of the Biden team?
I wouldn't agree with the characterization of it as being at the behest of them. These tweets were reported, and Twitter independently evaluated them under its rules.
But the email is very clear. More to review from Biden team. The response 3 hours later at the bottom, hold this up real quick so we can see. The request at the bottom, it says, handled these. What does handled these mean?
My understanding is that these tweets contained non-consensual nude photos of Hunter Biden, and they were removed by the company under.
Hold on, real quick, Mr. Roth. How could you know so much about the content of these tweets? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, these are just web addresses. I don't know what's in these tweets. You have these things committed to memory that you know the content, but you don't know who you talk to at the Biden team?
Sir, I didn't meet with the Biden team, but there was extensive public reporting about these tweets specifically that uncovered what they were.
You know the contents.
Do you know the contents? No, dude, I'm looking at this. People are getting struck, dude. Here's another one. Brittany Venti received a privacy complaint. We've claimed that we've removed the content in question. Brittany Venti got hers removed, which...
Yeah, they're going to go down the list for all of them.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing everybody coming out. So, Fair and Balance, Nina Infinity. There's Fair and Balance's thing. And then somebody posted something here with Farron. Oh, she's doing a Twitter live.
I hate those things.
Yeah, I'm just whatever. I'm not even cool. It's like, it's whatever.
No, it's
I'm
not
not
worth
even,
it, man.
I'm not
It's
even
not worth
jumping
it.
in there. Already did enough damage, and I'm not feeding anybody. I'm not feeding them any more goodies unless.
Yeah.
Damn it, Tim. Okay, uploading. What the fuck? Did he apologize or something? Some people were saying that. Did he apologize? Let's check. Nope. Wait for Phase 3. That's when Phanos fights Crowder. What? No, that's not what Phase 3 is.
He's just sending stupid stuff just to make people think he's relevant.
Well, he is relevant. He's trending. Twice.
That's not relevant. That just means that he's paying money. Same thing that Crowder accused Daily Wire of. You can pay to be trending. It's not a big deal. You can do it right now.
No, wait. Jeremy did say that he was uploading though, so we should be doing this.
Yeah, we need to upload. Don't know what or where, but
We're
if
uploading
Jeremy's
right
doing
now.
it, then clearly we need to start uploading.
Let's-
Okay, everybody, we're going for an upload.
We're going for an upload right now. Wait, no, yeah, I guess he's uploading now. Tim Pool. Wait, oh look.
Jeremy here from the quartering, and I definitely wanted to respond to some.
took
of
him
the
a long
things
time to get
that Tim claimed about me yesterday.
Man,
in
he looks
particular
like
calling me
he's
the Young Turks.
over.
But
He looks super hungover. Look at his
Does
fucking.
he not look
at the bags
black
under
eyes?
his eyes. His he's puffy, dude. Oh,
And people
man.
last night were saying, "Oh no, Jeremy doesn't drink on his live stream."
Yeah,
Bullshit,
bullshit, dude.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. There was some whiskey in that coffee.
That doesn't matter. I need to get back to the actual
Either that or a
issue
shitload of
matters,
Ambien.
and that is,
Says,
this
look at the
particular
comments.
individual using Twitter, locking people out. People still remain locked out. There are dozens of creators that are either banned or still locked out of their accounts, and we need to continue to apply pressure. Now, part 2 of Timcast news reporter Shane Cashman's report came out yesterday, and after about 35 attempts at getting through it, I found the last couple of paragraphs were particularly interesting. They seem to address me specifically, Brittany, and other YouTubers, and deriding them, calling them names, calling them irrelevant, calling them like cancerous.
Cancerous?
And, I thought
I am not cancerous.
Wow, what a great turn here.
I have
What an
zero
interesting
cancer.
Turn, how the table turns turntables or whatever. So I'm just going to respond to the article, and in particular the pieces where he insults several other creators. The idea that Tim has not read this is absurd. Of course, he read this. And I will prove it to
What's
you.
that,
There are
$90? What the
pieces
hell is
of
that?
information that only Tim Pool knew about me that are in
where?
this.
Yeah, scroll up. Oh, go back. I guess Jeremy just scrolled past it in that video.
The idea
as
that
he's scrolling in
Tim
the
has not
document,
read
pops
this
up
is
top
absurd.
right there.
Of
What
course,
is
he
that?
read this.
It says Reb receipt
Zoom and enhance.
for super chats. Oh, I guess that's the super chat receipt from Hotep Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I know you can't read that, but my good eyes, I can definitely see it.
Well, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
real
if we were
blurry.
streaming in 4K, I could read it.
Yeah, but I can't stream in
I
4K.
know. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming everybody else.
Blaming the internet.
Yeah, I'm blaming the internet for not streaming in 4K.
It says, does Sir Gene have a YouTube channel, or is it changed to Griffcast Clips now? Yeah, his channel
It
changed
is
to
changed
Griffcast
to Griffcast
Clips.
clips now. Yes, correct. And all of my videos I've deleted now. So
should have just privated them.
Well, I did. I didn't delete all of them. I left some of them, but there's also a bunch of garbage on there that could have been deleted a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely be using this fucking this Reddit Tim Pool thing on my next fucking video
Sir
thumbnail.
Gene still has his gaming channel, but this was a different channel.
Noctis Draven. Oh, we just got somebody else that sent me a notification. Noctis Draven. Video removed under privacy guidelines. The privacy strikes are incoming. That's what the next video title's
They
going to
are.
be right there.
This is all I'm getting for pretty much everybody now.
Yep, video unavailable. Video
That's,
unavailable.
yeah. Yep, constantly.
We still haven't gotten an email about any removals or anything like that, so we're in the clear for now. Yeah, they could go ahead and grift that game or whatever, but to me, I'd rather just lie and say we did. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It's the thing.
Yep. We're in a big pickle right now. We're waiting for that to roll down the pipeline.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else here. I'm gonna let's just take a quick listen.
And it's been a fight, and it still is a fight. And
See who's on
when
here.
you don't have money and you're up
Callie
against something this large,
Evie
you need
Warner.
an attorney in your life, and
two
they
people
seem to be non-existent. And you keep applying and asking for help. I mean, I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall for 3
This
years.
person.
You know, I've contacted
What are you looking at right
FBI,
now? What is that?
DOJ.
This is the people in the Twitter
several
space.
law enforcement agencies,
Okay.
BCA.
Just scrolling through to see what's happening.
I mean, the list goes on and on. You know, I'm grateful to be in housing, but that's even
Yeah,
been
it seems like the
a struggle and a
biggest
fight,
ones in here
because
are.
what people fail to understand is that they're like, oh well, okay, you can get on this government program, but you know, you need to start working. Well, I'm sought after. I can't just go out in public. I have no transportation. That leaves us vulnerable.
Can I get a countdown?
You know, I've been sought after within shelters.
What the hell was that? Your soundboard?
I just played something by accident here. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, dude. We got so many different things that I have to click through on over here. Just trying to figure out where the fuck we is. Oh, did you see this right here? Meme for 2023. No. We had gangbang cop. We had bang cop. We had China balloon. So what do you think March is gonna be?
Well, we're barely into February. I don't know that the balloon's going to be the only thing. So March is a long ways off, man.
I mean, I don't know, dude. The balloon seems like it's the meme for the month right now. I'm saying March is going to be just Tim Pool with a Jack Murphy beard. Even though that technically happened in
this
January and February, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to get its memerized until next month. And I want that for my birthday, folks. I want Tim Pool. No, him and Jeremy already broke up. Yeah, they broke up, so never mind. We'll just say that, you know, there's going to be something funny that happens in March.
Yeah.
I don't know. Meteor madness? A meteor. You guys want to have a meteor madness? Asteroid hitting the planet? Asteroid? What? Just pick a city, man. Where you want it to go? Montreal?
Why Montreal? What's wrong with Montreal?
I went to a government think tank one time, and that's what they were saying.
Montreal? I don't know, man.
I'll show you.
Does not seem like a good city for a meteor to hit.
Yeah, that's why they picked it, because they were like, you know, it'd be really difficult for you to, like, you know, save people here because it'd be in the middle of the winter and everybody would be getting Ebola and shit. And I was just like, Ebola? What the fuck? Like, why are they getting Ebola?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And yeah, I don't believe Ebola survives sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people, but they told me that we still needed to worry about it anyway. And I was just like, but it's freezing.
That means they're working on
it's ice
temperature-resistant Ebola strain.
Yeah, I was like, it's
at
ice
Pfizer.
Storm. Yeah, at Pfizer. We don't know if that's true or not. That's fake news. Stop putting out fucking fake news. That's gonna get our channel shut down, bro. What the fuck?
We're not saying they are.
Fuck?
We're asking the question on whether they are or not. That's a legitimate question.
No, you can't
ask.
even ask the legitimate question, dog. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling
Was COVID
you.
made in a lab? I don't know.
No, it was not. Stop talking about that shit, please. I'm not even making jokes. Stop, motherfucker. I'm gonna pull you off of the thing, dude. I literally got censored for that. So please stop.
Did you really?
Yes. Not anything to joke about. Like, stop
All
that
right.
shit.
Well,
Don't
yeah, I'm just saying,
do that
that's all.
shit. Do not. I'm not even. I wasn't allowed to make jokes about it. You're not allowed to make jokes about it. Don't even fucking talk about it, dog. You know, don't.
All right, well, you got something else to talk about? Bring it up. Let's do it. Go.
Well, I was saying, you know, I actually went to the Zermatt Resort when we were talking about that shit. You know, it was a long time ago. Why are these pictures not getting better quality? They should be. It's like not loading.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is when I was at that think tank. But here's where they were saying it was going to hit. Here's Montreal. And then there's the impact right there. So they said it was going to hit right there.
Impact.
Yeah, next to Notre Dame, apparently, in Montreal. So that was pretty detailed, like all the stuff. And they called it the Field Innovation Team or whatever, but it was like a boot camp. But I have no idea why the pictures aren't actually like looking good.
High res, probably Google just de-res them for you.
Yeah, but they should be full res. But that's Sean Murray. That's the dude that works for Autodesk or whatever. Fucking A. There's a bunch of big names in this fucking room. There was a bunch of big ass names in that fucking room.
What the hell were you doing there?
Exactly. What the fuck was I doing there? But there's me right there, just like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, that's wait, is that a Star of David on you, or is that same symbol that what's his face had on his shirt?
That's David Starfire. David Starfire.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the Yay symbol.
It was some artist at a festival that gave me his shirt. He's like a DJ. Or whatever. I don't know. We did a bunch of cocaine one day and he was like, dude, I got to give you something for all this blow. And I was like, oh, here. He's like, here, take this shirt. But yeah, this is the guy. That's just like one of his merch shirts. You can see it's on his hat right there. That's like his hat. That's like his symbol.
That. You're way too quick to provide this stuff. Are you sure you're not a government agent?
What are you talking about? The government agent wouldn't do this. I mean, it's not like
I'm just saying.
It's not like I haven't put that shit out there before. Like I was a member of the United States Department of Arts and
is
Culture.
The U.S. Department. I see. So you are a government agent. I see how that's working out.
Yeah, like I haven't been. What's it called? Quiet about it. I'm a contractor.
Arts and Culture. Isn't that the group that's promoting all kinds of new information to be put out there?
Yeah. It's a real fucking thing. Like, you didn't think it was a real thing? They invited me to be a member of that shit.
Yeah.
People's State of the Union, Citizen Artists, Initiatives, that sort of thing. You can get involved. They even have jobs. Citizen Art Salons. Who are we? It's an organization. Here.
Yeah. Also, Barack Obama was part of this as well.
Brought to you in part by Pfizer. Oh yeah, that's right. That's how I got into all this stuff. Because I worked for Obama's campaign. I forgot.
Oh, you forgot to mention that.
No, I didn't forget to mention that. I told everybody that.
In the face of bigotry, justice in the face.
So, like, when I provide information about stuff in context, it's because I was literally there and I know about it. Unlike some of these other assholes, they don't have evidence.
Are those donuts?
Next 2 days, we will not.
No, those are pretzels.
From where we are to where we want to be.
But I could see how you make that problem. They're very into their whole diversity and stuff. It was actually an African American woman that brought me into the fold or whatever for this. And I'd actually met her at the Zermatt or whatever. She was one of the people that was at this thing. So I was just like taking pictures of shit, things that I had was like we were working on or whatever.
Yeah. That looks like an awesome airplane and a cool car there.
Yeah, well, we were talking, I was just drawing because they were asking us about these things. And I was like, yeah, we need to get that really big NASA heavy lift balloon thing that they're working with. And I was like, and we fill that thing up with drones. And then we send the drones out to like people to like drop off packages and shit, like Amazon. But this thing like flies up over and then like the drones fly down and come up and fly down and come up. That way they can like refuel pretty easily. And instead of them having to like go really fucking far from like the outside in, they could just be hovering over or whatever. They've been really working hard on that one though, but it's just too bad that it never went anywhere. But yeah, it's really weird how they do like their disaster shit. They like have these like boot camps and they like draw shit.
Yeah.
They try to make it really fun. Good drawing. Yeah. They try to the girl that drew it, she was fucking fantastic at drawing actually.
Huh.
Like she drew literally this lady every day would put up brand new pieces of paper and then draw out everything as we were going through it while they were doing like the different things. And then she would be drawing out the next thing for the Matrix and she would just keep adding to it as like things were going through. So you were just kind of like, wow.
I've been around people like that. That's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. It's like even they made us play games.
I just saw a picture like that just today.
Like they made us play weird games too in the middle of nowhere with all these like old people.
Old people.
Right?
I can't even remember what we were supposed to do.
I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were like supposed to be saying basically you only have the stuff in your little bag or whatever, and you got to be able to like get your whole entire team from one area to the other. But it was like the floor is lava or some shit, just some weird shit, dude. They did some weird shit.
Floor is lava. Okay.
Yeah, but all this happened in Utah. actually. Which I thought was funny
Really?
because it was the only place that I'd ever seen a state liquor store. Because I was like, dude, let's go get some drinks. And then I'm like, so where's the liquor store? You know? And they're like, I'm like, where's all the alcohol? Because we went to like a gas station and like a fucking, you know, a grocery store. We couldn't find anything. So we finally did find something. Yeah.
I just sent you a thing on Signal.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I just you don't need to put it up or anything, but it was just a buddy of mine sent me this morning. Same kind of deal.
Yeah, that's exactly like that shit. I really like it when you get the creative types that do that type of shit.
Yeah, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, I can't do that shit either, but I know people that can. I know some people that can. Or at least I've met them in my day. Which is cool, I guess, you know. It's been worse. So
apparently there's a video out of Ian talking about Brittany and Eliza. Have you seen that video yet? I have not. I didn't even know Ian put out any videos without Tim's permission.
2 hours ago.
Hi.
And he's got a nasty buzz on that fucker.
I used to be a
oh
drama
my
major in college. I'm not seeking drama because drama will find you.
Oh,
if
that's
you
fucking
keep
awful.
doing what you love and are public about it. I think it's inevitable. You don't have to create it or find it. It will just find you.
It's kind of quiet.
There's a
Is it
video
quiet
going
for you?
around of me and Eliza rolling
Yeah,
around on the couch.
he's a dumbass. He recorded the video thinking he was recording with his monitor, but he's obviously recording off of his
With the phone. Yeah.
No, he's not recording with the phone. He's obviously recording with like a laptop that's up high, because you can hear that's definitely a fan, like a laptop fan going at full blast.
All right.
Couch snuggling and
then
hanging
it's
out with
only
Adam
mono
Grigler and
audio
Allman.
because
And
I can't even
partying all night.
Yeah,
That's
it's only
great.
mono right now.
Eliza, what's happening? I don't like talking about people when they're not around. Adam, Nishra, love you guys. So I'll try and explain the situation, but I'm not going to like talk about people. I'd like to talk directly to you if you're listening. It's a weird, social media is weird because like in one way I have this belief that like if you're making a TV show, don't let the audience make you change the way you do the show. Don't let the audience's feedback and criticism alter the show. That's pathetic. You want to create the show the way
Okay,
you
so he's
want it.
saying that
the
much
audience
like
criticize
Disney, you should ignore your audience
generally a
and
pretty
do
good
whatever
rule
you
when
want.
making TV. Social media, this
Okay.
isn't-
That's a big fucking
it's
block of
different than
chocolate.
TV because it's interactive and
Is
it's
that
not just
chocolate?
like
That's a
I'm making
big,
piece of
gigantic
art
block of
behind a glass
chocolate.
wall
Where'd that come
and you're
from?
on
Where
the
you-
other end of
where's
the
that
fantasy.
chocolate?
It's like real life.
Discord? Sorry, you're too old for Discord.
Fuck you, dude.
You're too old for Discord. Aren't you the one that told me that you were too old for Discord?
No.
Or no, somebody did. They were like,
Dude,
no, man,
I was
I
on
don't
Discord
enjoy
before
Discord.
they even
I
called it
have
Discord.
kids. I have kids, man. I don't get on
That's
Discord.
right. I
I'm
had
just
kids on Discord before you were born.
What?
Why do I have
Dude, I've
pending
been on
friend requests?
What,
I don't
what was
friend anybody.
Discord before? What do they call that shit before?
Before Discord?
Yeah.
What did it used to be called? It used to be something else. It didn't start out as Discord.
I can almost remember what it was, but I can't.
Eliza, a real person.
Yeah, because I
Eliza
never
Blue.
joined Discord. I would all of a sudden had to log into Discord.
And then you had to create an account. Yeah, I remember IRC back in the day. I hated IRC.
Yeah, I got banned off IRC.
Well, you can't get banned off IRC. You can get banned off of IRC.
I got
chat
banned
server.
off of one particular IRC. Yeah.
You get
No
banned off
agenda
a
one I got
server.
Banned off of.
Well, yeah, I bet, considering what I've seen from you lately. Actually, don't be getting banned off of shit, bro. We gotta keep this going till we get 100,000. Then we get banned.
That's right.
Then we say YOLO.
Yeah, then we get banned and reboot it.
You're a real person. And Brittany Venti, you're a real person, man. This is a real situation. And if Twitter, I'm someone I think I don't want to be in a position to feel like I should be talking about.
Get to
this
the
stuff.
point, Ian.
But because
This is
of what I'm
15
doing with my
fucking
life,
minutes long.
Censorship, dealing with censorship, co-founding Minds, focusing on Twitter on the IRL show with Tim and Hannah, everybody, Hannah Claire, you know, all the cool hosts and people that come by. I feel like I have a responsibility to talk about censorship if it happens unjustly. And it's a sacrifice because it does distract me from what I'm working on and doing. But I want to mention this because Brittany Venti, you, I watched a video that you were explaining what happened. You got your Twitter account banned, and apparently it was because you posted a link to a video on YouTube that was public. And I went through your video and looked up some data to find out exactly what's happening.
That's not even why she got banned. It was because of screenshots, not just because of the video.
Mm-hmm.
I got some screenshots I want to pull up. This is one, the original reason for Britney's first Twitter ban.
Why didn't you get Brittany in the picture, you motherfucker? I don't want to look at just the account being locked. I want to see that pretty face.
After she posted a link to that video, she got a strike for
Well, he doesn't want his
violating
video to be
rules
banned
against,
for showing private images,
posting
apparently.
or sharing privately produced or distributed intimate media. And then, so her argument is, no, I posted a link to a public YouTube video. It was not private. It was publicly produced or distributed. It was publicly distributed intimate media.
For 6
And she got
years.
banned for posting
It's not
privately
intimate.
distributed intimate media, which I think
It's
is a
not
misuse of
intimate.
Twitter admins. Now,
It's
you guys, I'm going to keep you to task
public.
on this. If you banned her account for sharing private intimate media and she had posted public intimate media, it's not on her. It's on the system that allowed that to exist, and you remove that ban from her account now. You acknowledge that you made a mistake.
Oh, he's talking Twitter.
I'm coming at this from just what I've seen, and I don't have all the data, but that is the righteous thing to do because she posted.
Sorry,
I get such Bill and Ted's vibes from him. It's just I can't focus, man. Oh, look at you telling somebody their audio sucks. Ooh, go Manny.
How do you spell torture?
Like in torturous interference or what?
Yeah, like I'm being tortured.
Oh, torture.
Like that? Oh, I see. I still spell it wrong
Yeah.
because I don't know how to spell. This is tortured.
Posted a link to a public video and got banned for privately produced intimate media. Privately produced.
It's not intimate. Why does he keep saying intimate?
Why is that happening again? I understand it's sensitive, but it's public. It was public at the time of posting. Then she posted another. It was like 2 tweets about it with links to Eliza. Now, Brittany, obviously there's like, I think because it's happening in text, it's coming off as a form of agitation. But for you, you have genuine questions. That's the miscommunication here.
God,
Text
this is
very
fucking
hard
awful.
to read your genuine. I mean, from what you're saying in your
And this
videos,
is why
you're
Ian doesn't
genuinely
have his own
concerned
show.
about
Yep.
trafficking and what it means to
This
be
is
trafficked
why.
and making sexual art, but still like, where does the line blend of doing both? And I think you make some great points in your video about the porn industry and having like ads for and all that stuff. It's great points, but when it gets done in text, the meaning is lost. It sounds very robotic. And even if you're assuming that someone's hateful and you're reading their text, you might put hateful thoughts onto that and be like, God, they're so hateful, when their intention was totally pure. So the miscommunication potential, I think, is one of the main reasons for this. On top of the
Ian's on
unjust
ICQ,
ban,
somebody said.
from Twitter is what I'm looking
Dude,
at.
this
Guys,
guy's on
unban
ICQ.
the freaking account. This is ridiculous at this point. The tweet, it's going to link to it.
He's He's insufferable.
3 times in a row. It's
Yeah.
the links at this point are going to lead. If World Star Hip Hop, the people that posted those sensitive videos, took them down, those links will be broken anyway. So you can put those back up. If they haven't taken them down, then it's publicly sourced sensitive content and is allowed to be posted on Twitter. If you want to change your terms of service, change your terms of service and send those out to the users and highlight those changes so that we know what the situation is. But right now, unless they're privately producing that stuff and sending it in this little private circle and it gets hacked and taken and put online, it's not in violation of this. Those are my feelings from what I know right now. I don't have all the data. I wish I would like to. I would like.
All right.
Me and Eliza.
Fuck this guy.
Wait, he's talking about his actual time with Eliza now. What do you?
Yeah, here we go.
Now,
Here we go.
Secondly, there's a video came out of me and Eliza and Adam Krigler and Nishra
at
Allman
that
hanging out
smile.
at Adam's house. What's up, guys? I don't really like talking about people behind their back, so I'm not going to. I'm going to talk directly to you, Eliza. I love you. What's happening? Hello. Adam, love you. Nishra, you're the best. We, after the first time we all hung out on IRL, me and Eliza, we went down and started drinking whiskey with Adam and Nish, and then we started playing music and partying all night. And we were hugging, me and Eliza, like snuggling on the couch, dancing. I mean, we were both single, and it was it was nice. It was really great to meet somebody and make physical contact with another human being, a female,
Physical
female, like there was like
contact.
love and purity. And then we got hammered. We laid on the couch for like 5 hours.
Contact.
5 hours
Amanda,
worth of
laying.
Ooh la la.
And part of me wanted to just have sex. Like I was crazy, like animalistic. Was like, but I care about you, Eliza. Like I care about a lot. I care about.
He cares about Eliza.
The journey. The mission.
Do you see the
waking people up to child sex trafficking is so key. It is so important, and I feel like no matter what happened, who's what, who's fake, who's real, who's got the fucking makeup on, I don't give a shit. When it comes to waking up the human consciousness to child trafficking and the amount of kids that we can prevent from having to go through that kind of thing, or even adults, and save, I respect that mission. And I have a lot of respect for Eliza Blue for doing that and for continuing to do this. Now, the person, I really don't know. Eliza, I don't really know you that well. I mean, we hung out a couple times. I really have a lot of respect for your work and what your continued work in exposing and promoting, you know, getting these people out of these trafficking situations is without being redundant, so key. But, you know, whatever. I thought it was a fun night. And then I've been in a relationship for a year and a half. It's like, oh fuck, I forgot to change the video.
Oh fuck,
back.
I forgot to change the video back.
God, I'm such a noob.
Okay, that has to be the photo of him on our whatchamacallit, on our whenever we talk about him on the thumbnail thing. But that's a great photo. You just turn off the CC and we're good. There you go. Look at it. That summarizes Ian right there.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
I'm just like, I had to bring my camera big and just be like,
I noticed that. I'm like, what the hell are you doing there with that camera there?
I hope they didn't break the limiter.
I hope I didn't break the limiter.
It's good enough for you.
Ian.
Yeah, that right
Ian,
there.
I already,
you're such an idiot.
Ian, I already broke the limiter, so don't worry about it.
You love me now.
All right, what is
Did I
happening?
do it right? Am I okay?
I think he just saw himself in the mirror.
Almost like mocking insecurity, but I think a lot of people actually think those things. You know, if you're not raised and told that you're okay and that you're enough your whole life, then I could imagine that you might be wondering if you're okay and you're good enough. Well, the answer's in, you're good enough.
Yeah, we should just do an entire shoe where our cameras are just like
super zoomed in.
Just the entire thing. Like if we do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we're watching people, oh shit, what just fucking happened?
He forgot to reset the batteries in
the
his
dichotomy
camcorder.
of life, like creating public policy and diverting the United States, you know, the low economic order into the New World Order to create like a decentralized system of statehood or nationhood where we have localized, centralized government. And then I think of the personal things like the girls I hung out with and slept with and the drama around those people. And it's all important because the humanity in us is.
Oh, thanks, Jules VR, for becoming a subscriber.
There we go.
Welcome to the channel, yo. We're just watching Ian Crossland be Ian Crossland.
Important to talk about. It's important to talk about the direction of business and finance and military, but it's also to talk about people's emotions.
Is he fucking talking
I don't
about
like
now?
subjectifying people. I don't like making them or
Yeah, somebody's got a good point here, bud.
They are this thing, and look at what that
No, that's you.
I want to talk to you directly, Brittany.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what's
That
happening,
point.
brother? I don't know how you even got roped into all this bullshit.
So what's
but really,
the deal?
This is about
Should we
Brittany's,
sell a little coffee?
your band?
Are we doing a coffee spot? So
I think we're doing a coffee spot. It's been way too long since we grifted.
Yeah, it has been way too long since we grifted. Let me remove this extension.
Mhm.
It's making shit go weird. All right, coffee spot. Wait, oh yeah, dude. Do you guys like coffee? If you go to griffcast.com, we can get you to
Or
a
tea.
link soon. Or cocoa.
Or cocoa.
Dude, we got this one great place that you guys can go to. It's called coffeebrandcoffee.com. You can use promo code GriffCast and save 5% off of your coffee, bro. If you drink coffee, if you do anything kind of coffee related. Wait, that's not the one for the coffee. Where's that damn coffee one? Did I move it? Oh, it's way
That's
down
the
there.
Cash App.
Yeah, it's way down
Yeah.
there. I thought it was at the top. I had it at the top.
GRIFTCAST.
There we go. So yeah, if you hit the button Griffcast, or if you use the promo code Griffcast, you guys can save 5%. But if you also click the link that we put in the chat, you can actually save an additional 5% for a total off of your order, and you get badass coffees, teas, cocos, and all kinds of stuff like that. And you get them directly from King Daddy Grift himself, Mr. Jeremy the Quartering, on this channel, who is obviously a sponsor. Right. We're one of his favorites. He reads all of our super chats, and we get him to laugh all the time. Really. I mean, he's read all of my super chats. I don't know if he's read yours.
He definitely has not read mine. Although he did pop that one last night.
Yeah, he popped it off for a second, but he didn't read it because it wasn't funny.
For a second.
He popped mine up, though. It was hilarious. I got him to laugh. I got him to laugh. I've gotten Brittany
to laugh.
You did get Brittany
I got Brittany to go full screen and touch her boobs.
She was like going like this.
Yeah, she was literally going like that.
We're just
Thank you, everybody. I was the one who did that super chat.
It's like, if you would have asked her to just, you say, hey, can we get a picture of you smiling? Isn't that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
And then she ended up like messing with that shirt that she had with the little like. I've seen that material
the
before.
Flippy shirt.
I saw that shit at music festivals.
Like beads or whatever.
No, it's not beads. It's sequence. It's like a sequence. So it's like
it's like little reflective doodads. Yeah.
Yeah, like I used to see people selling jackets and like clothes with that shit on it. And like I actually had a jacket for a long time that was black, but if you went like that, it turned silver or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would like write on it.
I
would like put drugs.
Yeah, that was me.
On the back.
My super chat caused that pleasantness.
Oh, is that what you're calling it? Pleasantness now?
Well, what do you call it?
I don't know. I just call it life and the way things are going. These are the stories.
Yeah.
But yes, make sure you buy some coffee. And then, yesterday I had a segue that was so good for the EMP shield. Like I literally Grifty.
Oh, did I miss that one?
You missed it, but I mean,
that was after I left, though.
It was after you left. Grifty,
those EMP shields are awesome,
dude. Grifty was talking about something EMP related, and I segued into this thing so crazily that he was just kind of dumbfounded. Like he was like, "What is this even? Is this real?" And I was like, "Bro, it's definitely
totally
real. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
It meets the government standards." It's totally real.
It's totally real. It meets all the government standards for government standards.
Exactly. EMP Shield, coupon code GRIFTCAST. Real product, real code. Did we lose Defango? Defango, you there? Well, I don't know if he is. But yeah, the either that or he really wants to promote the EMP shield big time. All right, so we can keep going. You just need to spool up something else to talk about. Like I said, I had 2 stories and we covered them right off the get-go. So let's go back to Twitter, see what's going on there. Twitter. And he did drop off. Look at that. Holy cow. All right. Well, we keep going. All right, guys. So if you're going to get a very short ad segment then, because he's the one that's got all the ads. I don't really have the ads. But we can see Defango hit the EMP button. Yeah, exactly. That could have been the reason for this. So you guys were, or actually not you guys, but I don't think they got Defango. I think Defango's probably doing an involuntary computer reboot is my guess. I had to do one of those the other day. Sometimes it's the best way to get back online. Oh, there he is.
No.
Did you have an involuntary computer reboot?
Yeah, I had an involuntary computer reboot.
That's what I've told people you had.
Yeah, dude, my computer's been acting super strange lately, and I haven't opened any sketchy emails or anything else like that. But it's time. It's time to fucking nuke this thing.
Nuke the computer. Well, there you go. Yeah, that, and then occasionally I will actually go through and just do it proactively.
Oh, I usually do it every
year.
month.
I don't do it as often.
I used to do it every week.
month.
I used to do it every month.
Holy shit!
I went from every week to every month to every 3 months. And I don't think I've done it in the last 3 months. So it's about time.
Really?
Anyways, but I usually nuke it, delete everything, and then just copy it over. But shit's being weird right now. The browser's just being weird. I've been having trouble, which I don't know. I just updated the GPU and shit, but should be still acting weird, dog.
Updated the drivers, or you put a different one in?
No, I updated the drivers like last night.
Okay.
I updated the drivers, took off a NVIDIA broadcast because I thought I was having issues.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it was at like 40% or whatever.
I've heard other people that was the case. Yeah.
Like even now, like if I'm not using any external like stuff, like adding sources, and that's one of the thing is like Streamlabs. I don't know, like it's supposed to be the same as OBS, but it doesn't feel like it is.
Yep.
Like I keep getting weird
As
shit.
far as stability or what?
Yeah, stability wise. Like that's why I didn't use it in the first place, was because it was always fucking up. Like that. And I'm not even streaming with it, right? But the way it's an Electron app. So like the way I don't like Electron apps because of how they operate. And I think that, like it's just a bad thing, but that's why I normally just use OBS. I've just been using this app so I can have less.
Yeah,
and like I had my screens at 4K. Like I had my screens at 4K too, so I went down to 2K on both of them just to like get a little bit less on the GPU, and it's still like still ass, right? Like right now I'm at like 33% CPU, 30
GPU? Really?
No, 33% CPU, 33% GPU. Hi, Manny. It was terrible. What do you mean? What was terrible? That I left? I just accidentally. I got kicked. I got booted. My computer restarted.
Yep.
That's all right though. That shit happens, man. I'm not too worried about it.
I'm at like 18%.
Yeah, but you probably got like a bigger fucking thing than I do. What are you doing?
I mean, probably, but.
Ugh, why is it white? You and your white supremacy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You and your fucking white supremacy, dog.
Uh-huh.
I bring it up anytime that I can, dude. There's no stopping it. See, yeah, look, this is what mine's at. Well, when I put up this is where we're at right now. Streamlabs is taking 10%.
46, yeah.
This one's taking this one's taking 23, and this is overclocked too to 5.1. I have it overclocked to 5.1 and no overclock on the GPU because that shit's dying or whatever. But
is it actually running at that speed? Put it on the actual speed thing.
What speed thing? What do you do? What do you look
at? The thing that shows you the actual.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. Is 5.1. Where do you click
deal.
Here? This one?
Well, the one that looks like this. The little graph thingy.
Oh, this one. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it says 4.9.
It's running at 4.9 right now.
Yeah, well, I have it set to where it was 5.1 and now it's at 4.9.
I've got mine to auto.
Like I haven't changed
up and down.
I haven't changed the overclock, but it's on its own gone from 5.1 to 4.9, and now it sits about this right here pretty much all the time. But I haven't changed the ring ratio or anything. I have it like on 48, and I think the other thing is turbo.
So take a look at your level 3 cache there that you were just looking at right there on the bottom right.
Yeah, 20.
Level 3 cache. Yeah.
Yours is like 90 something.
96. Yep.
Yeah, I only have level 2, 2.5 megahertz or megs, but I do have 10 cores.
Yeah, I got just 8.
Yeah, I have 10 cores.
But this is the gaming CPU specific for gaming.
Yeah, that's the 88.
And I haven't upgraded. This
58.
is the 5800 3D, and I'm gonna get a 70. Is it 7900? I think is the new one. But I want to get some reviews coming in first, or watch some reviews of how well the 3D goes on that platform. So I'll do it, but I'm not gonna jump ship and be the first guy to do it either. I'm gonna wait to see how the performance is.
Don't be a pussy.
But I will say that the 3D version of the CPU with a big L3 cache probably bumped up gaming frame rates by about 10%. So significant, like noticeable.
Yeah, I've been watching my processes with Process Lasso. You ever use this one?
Yep. Use that to turn off the extra CPUs for games that don't need them.
Yeah, that's what I only use it for Star Citizen, but I've been following along on this one. It saves me, but like whenever I have issues, I'm like, there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit going on still with the internet. For sure.
Yep.
Oh, did Jeremy finally upload his apology video apologizing to Tim? It's all over, dude.
I didn't see that yet.
That's
Have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to be seeing that now. Somebody in the chat said that it just came up. Hey, where did my...
Are you pulling it up or do you need me to?
Well, I thought I was, but it disappeared. Project Veritas. Dear Tim Pool, I'm sorry, burying the hatchet.
I just released like a banger video going through your writer's piece, and I was all fired up and mean in it. And then
how long is it going to be until the next Jeremy says "fuck you, Tim Pool"?
Coming in,
we'll take
saying,
bets.
Hey, Tim, apologize.
3 weeks.
I think it'll be a week.
I felt like it was sincere. I feel like, even though, I think the veneer of our viewers thinking we're best friends or we're good buddies is gone. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't still coexist and lock arms and fight against, what we believe in. I think our channels are extremely complementary. You may have a certain opinion of my content, and that's okay. It doesn't bother me. You're not my target. And
he's
I'm
already
probably
given
not the
up
target for yours. However, we have a huge crossover that put
not
our
anymore.
fans in
Tim
the
said if you
crossfire.
watch
And it
the
was never
quartering,
really
you
about
should leave
us.
timpool.com.
Of course, everything I said.
But they're burying they buried the
you,
hatchet.
I still mean. The empire that you're building, I'm extraordinarily
Like, where did Tim Pool
inspired by it.
apologize?
Yeah, I didn't see that
We may
video.
have different approaches.
Yeah, I didn't. What channel would that even be?
Is there a
on?
Tim? Yeah, where did he apologize? I did not see that at all.
Yeah, I have not seen that at all.
So yeah,
Certainly
leave that
I'm
tab
more,
and let's see if we can find the other one. Or
of a
you keep
wild
playing this.
card,
I'll look for Tim.
less professional, but that's just who I am. I think you know that, and my viewers know that. But he brings up some important things like we're losing, James O'Keefe. I guess this is barring, anything
Had to have
weird
been this
coming out. Like something, there's some weird, huge scandal with James.
Really? I thought I watched that one. I didn't see Tim say anything.
That could change things, but losing that in the wake of probably their biggest expose ever, most important one ever.
You know how many Democrats
sucks. Crowder feuding with the Daily Wire sucks.
We have major breaking.
I saw it in my own comments, right? Like my viewers are saying, hey, what's going on here?
Oh, look, Jeremy, we even scooped Tim Pool on the Project Veritas thing last night.
Uh-huh.
What a little bitch.
Yep. Why are you backing Crowder? Why are you backing Daily? Why are you smashing Daily Wire?
So you say it's this video right here that he apologized to Jeremy?
Yeah, do you know what part of the video, or are we going to have to watch the whole 33 minutes? Anybody that watched it? Anybody know?
Oh, right here.
Kind of
5 minutes? Okay.
an arrogant narcissist, whatever you want to call me. But I'm going to start this out by saying, Jeremy Hambley, we shouldn't fight. I have very little concerns about the drama stuff. We got to talk about this. This is the big news. We have to come together where we agree. And obviously, me and anybody else who's upset, outside of Jeremy or anyone else, we're not going to grant a lot of things. But we got to come together and make sure that this man. Look, I believe in Project Veritas, but I don't know what's going on. There's one thing that gives me hope in everything we're fighting for and what we're standing up for as it pertains to liberty, individualism, all of these things, honesty, integrity. And it was knowing that there is an upstart ragtag group of individuals pushing back. That Project Veritas, one of the last organizations.
So he talks about him a little bit at like 5 minutes, and then he gets into the PV stuff, and then it looks at the end of the video. He mentions him one more time.
Hey, how'd you do a search of the transcript? I don't know how to do that.
Control F.
What? Just watching a video hitting Control F? You got to be kidding me.
No, you just
because
I totally did not know that.
you hit this, you click show transcript, it brings up the transcript,
Yeah.
and then you just control F5.
Okay. I got it. Okay. I thought it was part of the standard search box or
Explicitly.
something because I'm like, I don't
can't speak
remember
for anybody else.
transcript coming out of the
Can't
search
speak.
box.
Look, I can't
Definitely
even speak
not.
for the journalists at timcast.com because I do not have editorial control over what they write. They write what they want. But I will say this explicitly to Jeremy Hambley. I apologize. I don't want to fight with you. This story's bigger, and I think you agree. So that's it for me. I'm over it.
Downvote.
This story's this
Yeah,
is, this
Tim
is bad,
saw the
okay?
drop
It's
in
not just
his
this one
funding.
story. It's seeing those 2 Republicans get shot and killed. It's seeing the Crowder Daily Wire infighting. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one if we keep doing this. So let's not. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m.
That's it. So that warranted that little tiny bit of him mentioning him gets a video out of the.
Oh, Jeremy's going to do like 4 videos
You know,
on
all
this
this kind
topic
of
now because he knows how to grift well.
Stuff, and like, I think they're right, and I don't think that.
Now, is this video exactly long
I think
enough
that
for
it's
3 ads?
Just you know, we just got to be adults. I certainly reacted very emotionally, and you know, I still like the beard meme. I still think it's funny, and that's okay. Though. Like I think at a time when I don't know if it's just at a slow news cycle or what the situation is, but he also brought up that there were 2 Republican lawmakers that are no longer with us anymore in like the last week.
Yeah, something's going on, dude, because I'm reading the transcript. I'm not going to be digging on Tim anymore. I'm not going to cover whatever Shane covers.
Digging on Tim anymore. I'm not going to cover.
So you're saying there's a deal in the back
whatever
room.
There's a
future Shane Cashman pieces come out. I feel like I've said my bit there, right? Tim, I think, was very angry. I never took it all that serious. But I'm not a very serious guy. And, for my part, I guess also, Tim, I am sorry. Tim's viewers that felt loyal and felt slighted by the feud, I'm sorry. And to my viewers,
Yeah, Christina's totally right.
I love you, and I'm really glad that you're here. But I think it's about getting back to work. I think everything's been said, right? Everything about this has been said. I think the core issue is that we have somebody who at minimum looks like falsely struck down videos. We made all the noise we could there. Twitter knows about it. I don't know what else we can do. Going forward, even to wrap up, this will be, unless something major happens, I guess. I reserve the right to go back on making an Eliza video, but I think I'm done talking about her now too. I feel like my point's been made, right? The timeline's out there. There are more questions than answers in terms of, who she is, what she's done, what her actual history looks like. But I'll even say this. I have no idea what good work she's doing. But if anything comes out of this, I hope that she does do some good work and help people that need it. I've not seen any real examples, but maybe all that kind of stuff happens in the shadows. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't care anymore.
Quite frankly, I don't care anymore. So now that Tim has spoken his piece, he's done. We don't care about.
Okay, I'm just starting a new. Starting a new conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Which is that Timcast and the Quarring just did a deal for an exclusive coffee deal for some duration of time. All of Tim's coffee shops are going to use the Quarring coffee.
But that makes sense.
Yeah,
Tim Poolwater
totally makes sense because
Tim Poolwater.
Tim Poolwater. The grifters will always put money above everything else.
This is right.
That's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Tim's lies
exactly
are preventing people from coming together. His ego's getting in the way of everything. Yep. But that's the thing, is that Jeremy finally overtook Tim, so he's like, all right, it's done. I got what I wanted.
It was also interesting that Tim decided to apologize after yelling at people and telling him to fuck off and go away and never come back, after a video of a little debauchery with Eliza in the Tim house surfaced.
It's like overnight, everything is over.
Literally that same night. Yeah, we broke that story. There's nobody else that was faster to it than we were.
Yeah, that's how it usually
We
goes.
took it from somebody that had zero reach on tweets to covering it on YouTube.
And then it made it to the big rounds, but most of them were looking into it. So we'll have to see what Chrissy and Anna.
Well, they
and
were
the
all
rest of them
busy
do.
on. Yeah, they'll talk about it, but they were all busy on the quartering last night, watching Jeremy get drunk.
Yeah, they were all watching it, so I guess that's pretty much it, dog. I guess we go now. And then we'll come back tomorrow.
I think so.
I think we come back tonight
That's
and
it.
figure out what the hell's actually going to be happening.
We're done for the day, that's for sure.
That's right. You see that right there? Looks pretty good.
I like it. You know, it's I have a longer beard than that, but okay.
Well, I think he cut it down.
I know he cut it down.
So it fit. Maybe he.
That beard, the full beard would have been down to belt level.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to see the G.
No.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been able to see it.
You got a smirk on your face. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm also looking down or whatever, so I don't know what that's all about. Well, I guess it's time to start playing this bad boy out, since we pretty much hit everything we wanted to hit, dude. Let's go. Let's see what we got going on here. What the fuck just happened there? All right, cool. I'll just get rid of it. There we go. And now my replay buttons aren't showing in the fucking thing. Oh my. Hold on. Gotta go to Streamlabs.
Put the G on the beard. Yeah, exactly.
I would put a G on the beard. All right, let me get to the dashboard so I can do this from the website.
Yeah, you got to learn how to grow a beard first.
This fucking thing's not loading in over here on my OBS, so I'm going to just go back to using regular
Have you tried
OBS.
turning it off and on again?
Yeah, but then it would shut what we're looking at off. Oops. Right? So, okay, we start today. We had Will C becoming a subscriber. Starting the super chats off, we had Monkey Savant with $2 for that super chat. $2 for the super chat for Monkey Savant. We had good old Brian Finley donating $5 to the super chat. We had Catherine Gillen giving us a $5. And then she also gave us $10 and some more, actually, there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had
a $25 day for her.
That's right. We got
25 pound.
Yeah,
day.
25 pound day. That's right. We had a Riddick Fusion coming through with $2. We got Scroats McGoats, the legend himself, with the $5 donation. And that other one from Karen, Wiley Sal, also came through with $5 Swiss.
With some Swiss francs.
Frank, which is pretty nice. Brian Finley with $2 through Super Chat. A big tenner from Miss Catherine Gillen. Russell Dufresne also came through with the $10 Super Chat. And we had Jules VR subscribing to us today. That's what we got going on today, which is pretty good, if I say. It's pretty good if I don't say so myself.
All right. Well,
pretty good for a Thursday.
In the evening manage to beat this, which I think they will.
Yeah, I really hope they will. That's definitely what they need to do. Beat that one with the baseball bat. But that's what we're looking for always. We appreciate all the generous donations that people throw into the GRIFTCAST IRL, because this show's number 1 about money, number 2 about news, and number 3 about me being a jackass. But we do good. I think we do great, and we really appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with us, and experiencing the day with us. So, Mr. Gene, thanks for joining us today. I'll see you tonight.
As always.
Perfect, man. And everybody else out there in the chat, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Consider becoming a member, and we'll see y'all tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and much love to you. Adios. And be well, my friends. Be well. Later. Oh, I gotta turn up the exit music.
Whatever we do, change comes. Comedy with the implosion of our imperium, and it coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And nothing we can do to stop is how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.